But I'm so sorry, I need to cut it short. I need to use the bathroom. But before I leave you, let's go ahead and take a groupie. Happy here!
One of the reasons why most of us are energetic, motivated, and happy is because TELUS provide us this. Oh, also, you can have your personal coach. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Hi, Kuya.
Employees should have a strong sense of belonging, identity, and pride.
Kuya. Okay, thank you, Kuya. Hi, my name is Meridol, and I am a mom of a 15-year-old boy, a para-power lifter by day, and a TELUS team member by night. I started competing since 2014, and I joined TELUS International Philippines last 2020. Hi, how are you? There are still people working in environments where they feel as though they don't belong, but TELUS made me feel that I am part of a caring family. What makes me stay? The people, the culture. Look at their smiles.
First blood, double kill, triple kill, maniac, savage!
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the TIP MLBB Inner-Sight Tournament. At your service, my name is Leo, here with Vince G. And to all the team members watching, how y'all doing? Vince G, ikaw, how are you?
Well, I'm great. I'm looking forward to see these players try to showcase themselves dito sa ating TIP MLBB Intersight Tournament. And I'm gonna be looking forward to these matches that is going to happen early this morning.
I love it because TELUS International, just in the name alone, you can tell that there's a lot that might be going into this, and it's no secret. I've seen so many teams for MLBB all around the world. I have high expectations. Medyo excited ako seeing the 8 teams going into today's matches. But before that, we would like to thank everyone making this whole thing possible. Thank you so much to TELUS International Philippines. Hashtag happy here. Hashtag TELUS PH. And as well, all of this is powered by Dark League Studios. Hashtag where heroes come to light. Vince, I'd like to invite everyone watching, all right? We haven't even began our action just yet. We have a lot of matches today, mind you, but already I'm going to tell people to watch, not just today, but also next week.
Next week, probably we're gonna be seeing the top 4 teams battle it all out to witness who is going to be the champion for the TIP MLBB Intersight Tournament. But my question is, what are they fighting for?
What are they fighting for? Well, people watching at home, you guys have a chance to win the raffle by watching today and next week. Gaming phones, chairs, and headsets are on the line, but as well, those competing have prizes to win as well. We'll be bringing up our prize pool here in just a bit. y'all can see exactly what these team members, these teams, these MLBB players are competing for. I feel like beyond just site pride and beyond just bragging rights across all TELUS International Philippines offices, this is a pretty solid lineup of prizes, right? 30,000 pesos to our champions, plus 100 happy points here, happy here points rather, and 6,000 MLBB diamonds. That's a lot of skins.
Well, they're gonna be buying a lot of skins if they win that share of that champion prize pool. But of course, second placer, when you reach the finals, guaranteed 15,000 pesos plus 3,000 MLBB diamonds. They'll also be getting 75 happy here points. And as for the third place, 10,000 pesos, 1,300 MLBB diamonds. So, I must say, if they reach the semifinals next week, then they're still gonna be getting something.
That's right. And if you're a semi-finalist placer, again, you're joining the upper ranks of this TIP MLBB Intersite tournament. Well, you're bringing home 5Gs and as well 1,200 MLBB diamonds. Plus, this is proof, bawal ang pabuhat. The MVP, the most valuable player, is going to be taking home 2,000 diamonds to themselves. That's what? A Starlight? And
Starlight,
a couple of solid skins.
Solid skins indeed. And of course, dito natin talaga makikita that each and every one, even though you're part of that winning team, you just have to be that outstanding. But as we see on our screen, these are the upcoming matches for today.
Hey, we've got Rage Esports going up against Montequila in a best of one, followed by the Lunarians, the Avers, Challibee, AuxZero, Team Tonio, and 285 MS. These are all best of one matches, and we're going to knock them all out here today on this said broadcast. So I hope you guys are ready. Again, the finest and the best from McKinley Exchange and GOVO, from Grand and Iloilo, from Mark and Market and Discovery CCO. All of y'all representing your different sites, all of your teams. Make them proud. And again, Vince, no pressure. It comes down to a best of one.
Best of one. They have to give whatever they can in order for them to secure their slot towards the semifinals. But here is going to be your first matchup. It's up against Rage Esports and Montequila, no, from McKinley Exchange and GOVO. Both of them, I think they are in the same office right now trying to fight for glory.
Yep, this is site civil war.
War.
I was hoping that maybe, you wouldn't knock out the same people you see day in and day out, but such is the way for Rage Esports and Montequila. I'm familiar with the situation. It's very often that my colleagues and I would get into games of MLBB and it gets heated. So for Rage Esports and Montequila, I have one bit of advice.
What is that?
No holding back. Do your best. It's a best of one.
Yes, they have to make sure that they are going to win because they are going to represent their site. And if ever, top 4 semifinalists, as we've seen earlier, they're gonna be getting that share of that semifinalist prize pool. Hindi ka lugi.
That's right. Again, we already laid out what the prize pool looks like. And to me, personally, ain't nothing but number one. If you're not first, you're last.
Last,
Ricky Bobby. But all right, real quick, we're gonna get into the draft in just a bit, so stay with us. All right. Something tells me beyond just site pride, beyond just being number one, whoever wins proves that wherever that site is where they're happy.
Yeah.
That's where greatness is achieved. So here we go. I love it. We get to see them. Oh, they're just different rooms. They're just. Oh no, Rage! All right, we're in the draft. Rage bans out the Ling. I love it. Ling is a key hero to ban out.
We've seen Ling probably making that fast rotation. Once he gets that level 4, you can see that Ling trying to at least rotate, get those early kills up and running. So I think since they're on the same side, so they have an idea about their key heroes. Ling, probably one of the key heroes of Montequila. They have to remove it.
Well, Montequila, I like how they're taking their time here. I'll note that maybe they do know that there are Ling specialists in the building, but Montequila banning out the Novaria. Oh no, they're taking out mid laners. Rage Esports takes out the Eve. All right. So what does this mean, Vince? I feel like this is going to open up the side lanes. There's no bans on the 1-1, no bans on the Claude. This is going to be good. I think we might go for long games if the gold lane is where they invest.
Yo, with that answer, Lemon Tequila removes the alpha for Rage Esports, and that might probably open up the side lanes as well. Gold lane, potential early game investment towards the late game. They need to at least help that gold laners farm up their damage. XP lane wise, they need to at least sustain or hold their lanes in order for them to at least, not able to go for the push, but just like that, side lane hero, Uranus is up.
That's it. Rage Esports locking in the Uranus. That's a quarter of the map down to them, unless Lemon Tequila, unless they have a Diaroth. Is somebody a Diaroth main? Anybody? Pick it up. Or a Lunox. One or the other.
Some other way to melt down the
This
Uranus,
works
but the
too.
carry,
This works too.
something to melt down that tanky Uranus, probably help carry to farm up early game, and then the late game, it's gonna be dictated by carry. So that's what they're up there. Mincitar's up.
Interesting. All right. I'm smelling it. Someone in Lemon Tequila is a Mincitar one trick. You don't pick the Mincitar this early. It doesn't come up unless you want a counter or unless you're just really good in your confidence. So the Claude and the Mincitar, not the carry.
Carry.
So maybe there's still room for a Diaroth. Maybe there's still room for a Lunox. Rage Esports hovering here, the Beatrix and the Martis. I don't like the Martis, man.
It's gonna be a Martis jungler, then they need to answer it up.
It's running into the Mincitar.
Yeah. So they have to at least, challenge themselves up. Mincitar up against the Martis. They have to. I think they're gonna be investing towards the mid to late game with these kinds of heroes. But okay, Fredrin. Idling Fredrin?
It's still up there. With
Okay.
the way the draft is looking, the Mincitar might be a roam. Mincitar might be XP. So that doesn't take out possibility of the Fredrin.
So who's okay? They remove one of those potential heroes that can melt them out. Angela out. Probably they are gonna be relying on the tanky heroes with the sustain coming from the Angela. There's no more sustain, no more ultimates coming in for the Angela just to at least aid or probably help Fredrin get his skill up.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great. Now the last two picks will be identifying which roles are they gonna play with the Fredrin and of course with the Mincy.
This pick here on Kinesu is going to confirm where this Fredrin and Mincitar is going to go. Unless it's a mid laner. If it's a mid laner, then they're flexing on Rage, and it's a mid laner. There it is. It's got to be a mid laner. I don't see a world where this Julian goes elsewhere. Rage now has to lay out all the cards. Ito na yun. There's no turning back. Rage has to get a mid laner, and Rage needs to lock in Roamer. What else is... There's so much. You can pick... God, no.
Roamer mid.
Feels so good.
Probably someone that can clear the mid lane's ECs. First damage coming in for the mages. But they would probably need that just to at least contest with the Julian at mid. And roaming heroes that can do the setups. They have the Beatrix. They have unlimited power in order for them to deal a lot of damage during the mid to late game. And well, the angry guy, Minotaur, is up.
This is good. I like the Minotaur. I also want to see more magic damage. They don't have enough magic damage. So, what else? There's Farces out there. Changa. All right. That's good. I like it. They got good range. You got good coverage. They can hit you from far off with the Changa. Or if they decide to dive, that works too. So, I like Rage.
Okay, Kagura is going to be, on their minds. So Lemon Tequila is just, securing the Kagura versus the Chango at mid. So this is pretty interesting. They got some long range coverage. They've got Chango to deal a lot of damage with the meteor showers. Raijin is gonna do the initiation with the Minotaur. Late game wise, they're gonna be investing on Mar with the Beatrix, and Max is gonna be sustaining the XP lane.
Yep, that's it. But here we see Lemon Tequila. They're more agile, they're more mobile, and with the Mincitar, they want to deny their opponents said mobility. So if fights break out, Montequila is calling the shots. Montequila is going in when they want to and going out when they're not ready. And that's why that Kagura is going to come into play. But here we go. Vince, are you ready?
Yeah, let's start this.
All right, game 1 in a best of 1 between Rage Esports and Montequila. See a purple start here. 4-0. And it's a mirrored start. No. Luna, the Julian. Julian's in the jungle.
Okay, now they are showing something that we can't even see, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really good pick to at least confuse their enemies up. Now, they're trying to at least clear out the waves, making sure that they got the early game advantage. They got the objectives as well, poking their enemies out as early as that just to at least delay what they get from the lanes here.
And again, given that it's Montequila who's playing with initiative, it's Montequila who's saying when the fights happen, it makes sense. But look at how deep. Oh, look at Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter's just... Oh, he's calling out the donkey. Oh, that's 4.
Wow, early game, trying to at least get those Radiant stacks in their enemy jungle. Uranus thinks indeed. Peanut Butter extending, spreading like peanut butter he is, man.
Oh, yummy. And look, they're going to reciprocate and send over the favor down bottom. Oh, Shinsui's okay. Shinsui's fine. That was close, though. I think that's one weakness that Rage Esports has, despite the coverage. Oh, wait, there's the pool!
Now, I think Uranus trying to absorb that damage, but it's still Uranus, though. He can, like, regenerate his HP based on the damage that he can get. So, early game-wise, Montequila playing aggressive. Circle is up. Now, it's up for grab for both of these teams.
Yep, here we see Luna with the pull. Mine Donkey. Here we go from the back rain shower!
Whoa! Trying to spray down that bigger shower. First blood, Rage Esports gets 2 on that one. Martis is just on that follow-up kill. Interesting.
What I say, unless Montequila gets the initiative, unless Montequila says and calls the shot, then they win. If they don't, much like how Rage Esports said, you know what? It's go time. VMAX said it's VMAX time. And then Magical Mar just pulled the trigger. That's what happens. Oh wait, are they gonna commit it? Are they gonna do it? They're gonna steal the purple?
Oh my, the setups are there. They just want the buff, but they are now going for the kill. Running low. Kenesu gets the Martis, and now they are running for their lives. Look at Beatrix. Look at Max trying to at least maximize its damage. Now, with the chase, they want more. No, it's a trap. They are trying to at least turn this around. Look at the damage coming in through. Kagura tries to at least go out. Uranus is there. Peanut Butter tries to tank all the damage. You went too deep. Let's play underneath our turret.
My homies got greedy. Zero got 0 there. And I get it, right? When you're ahead, you want to push the advantage. You want to pressure them. But just the same, it was too early. It was too soon. There was not enough of a follow-up, and Zero got punished. Rage Esports didn't even get a kill on the back. So I'd say we're back to square one. Maybe with Rage Esports a step forward. But still, it's no secret that they are up on economy. I'd say 1,500, almost 2,000 gold.
Gonna be trying to at least hold their lanes in. I can see how Montequila is just trying to at least focus on that Uranus. If ever that they can kill that Uranus that early without his items, then they can like maximize the lane. And they need to make space for the Beatrix to farm his items up, because we can see on the team fight,
Yeah.
he still has no damage.
Not yet. You're right. Looking at the item builds here, pair of pants on him. Off camera. What? Zero.
Once again, gets that kill. Now Rage Esports has that second kill. Look at how they are confident in invading the buffs of their opponent. Montequila being pushed back with that kind of aggression.
I like it. Second time's a charm. Finally, Zero gets to steal it. Gives it even over. A magical Mar. And now wait. Big turtle fight.
Now the turtle. Zero gonna be securing that turtle. Now who's gonna be the first kill on this second turtle bout? No, they are trying to poke each other out, but he wants the turtle. Okay, let's just reset this.
It's controlled rage is what I'm seeing. They got the turtle. They could have overcommitted again, much like that first time around 2 or 3 minutes ago. But I love it. Rage Esports learning as they go. Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter hasn't left the top lane, by the way. Peanut Butter hasn't gone from there. But wait, down bottom, VMAX.
Wow, look at the space, look at the freedom that he got. Peanut Butter just trying to hold the XP lane, trying to at least convert everyone's attention onto him. Just creating space for Max's Beatrix to take down the bottom turret. Meteor Shower's been casted, but no one to receive that kind of damage.
Yep.
I think objective-wise, they still want to push.
I love it. Rage Esports are balancing their aggression. And wait, VMAX!
Hero has been slain. Red team turret has been destroyed.
They got the space, they got the kill. VMAX has the sacrifice, 1-to-1 exchange, but they got what they wanted. Meteor Showers again being casted.
Red team turret has
Hero.
been destroyed.
Wow, making his job, pushing.
Yeah, more than. I think we missed it. It was off camera. Rage Esports ain't giving our team here much to work with. They're moving too fast. Oh, wait!
Oh
Blue team
no,
hero
our
has been
Esports
slain.
gets 0 after you push down our turret. We're gonna get you, boy. And Uranus tries to sustain the damage. Even how many heroes?
What?
5 man. Oh, he's being durable, man. This Uranus is just insane. Look at the amount of sustain that this guy gets, converting it into their advantage. Finally, they managed to shut down that Uranus with the
team hero
Julian.
has
Magical
been slain.
Mar gets that kill on
kill.
the Mincy
What?
And now, look at the trade. 3-to-2 exchange.
Vincent! Vincent! Arnold, did you see that? That was
I
2
did.
Meteor Showers in one single team fight. Magical Mar picking up the Ice Queen 1, 4-0 and 2. Magical Mar is putting Rage Esports on their back. This is not fair. Everyone else can greed out. But as long as Magical Mar is on point, Rage Esports maintains to be the shot caller, keeping a solid 4K gold lead.
Man, Magical Mar just doing his magic there. How many Meteor Showers can be committed? And he managed to take down Uranus. How many seconds was there to at least sustain? Look at the damage.
All right,
look at the
you're-
damage. Look at the sustain coming in. 5 members of
You're right.
Montequila is just chasing him down. But look at how they converted it into their advantage.
That's right. All right. Kudos where kudos are needed. Peanut Butter did help Magical Mar get to where we are. And man, I love it. This is exactly what this lineup needs. Another fight breaks out.
Uranus still fronting their
Red team
team.
turret has been
Max
destroyed.
has the space to at least take down the turrets on the side lanes. I'm just doing my job. Then I'm gonna go back into farming my items. But you know, Rage Esports, Rage is all I see.
They're just everywhere. Well, whatever Zero says, right? That's the story that we're painting here. When Zero says it's go time, it's go time. I'm wondering how Donkey is planning to stop this. Oh no, Luna!
Look at how
Red
they
team hero
corner
has been
Julian
slain.
and Luna. Nowhere to
team
go
hero has
underneath
been
the turret.
slain.
4
Red team
members or
turret
3
has been
members from
destroyed.
Rage Esports is just doing their job. Now they finally had the advantage.
Red
Are
team
gonna go
hero
through
has
inside
been
barriers.
slain.
But the setups were there. Uranus is still alive after that sustain. That 3 members are just gonna hold the bottom lane.
Peanut Butter. Oh, any other lesser Uranus would have gotten torn apart there, but not Peanut Butter. I'm guessing Brave Smite played a role there, the core talent that Uranus is rocking. Oh man, Vince, I gotta ask you, how does Lemon Tequila bounce back from this? They're down, what, 5,000 gold, maybe more. They're down 4 kills. They haven't pushed a single turret. And Rage Esports isn't letting up. What do they do?
Well, for Lemon Tequila, all I can see is that they need to shift their attention towards the weakest link of the Rage Esports. Either get the Beatrix or probably capture that channel. So if they're gonna be focusing too much on the Uranus, then they're gonna be wasting a lot of time. And Zero converted that to a Lord kill.
I agree. If they can somehow catch and shut down Magical Mar, then maybe things can turn around. 9 minutes and a half in. Expect the Lord to come out in about 10 seconds. Lemon Tequila is going to have to hunker down. I'd say the next big clapback from them is going to happen inside their base. If Rage Esports knows what they're doing, they're going to be able to push at least 1 inhibitor. I've seen situations much worse than this. Lemon Tequila is okay. They have all right pickoff, especially
Red team
if
turret has been
Donkey
destroyed.
is on point. Look at these waves. There's one in mid, there's one up top. I wonder if bottom's gonna make it on time.
The Lord is now marching towards the bot lane. Uranus is just clearing out the minion waves just to make sure that the Lord is gonna take or deal a lot of damage towards the turret. Mid is going to be the focus of Rage Esports. Now the inhibitor turret
Red
is
team
all that's
turret has
left
been
for
destroyed.
Lemon Tequila to defend. The Lord now marching in towards the bot lane. But Lemon Tequila, they need to hold on for dear life.
Oh, here we go. Bottom lane, bombs away.
Oh, that initiation
Team
coming
hero
through. Look at
has
the
been
defense.
slain.
That Mincitar managed to hold the game, but look at the sustain coming in from Uranus. I can go inside their base anytime I want, but they lost VMAX. As I've said, they need to focus on the weakest link, and without the Django, where's the damage? But look at the damage coming in through. Now, Zero has that immortality
Red team
pop
hero
in.
has
RR
been
Esports
slain.
is the
Hero
target.
has
Now,
been
Phelan
slain.
Potter is out of the equation, but Zero,
Oh!
who can stop this guy? Now, without the immortality, one more hit needed, but he didn't get it.
Ah, it's a scrappy attempt at penetrating bottom lane. There was a wave in mid and top as well. Looking at the item game so far, 3 core items on max of the very hyperactive and just aggressive Rage Esports is this Beatrix we're waiting on. And the fact that Max is actually very conservative is what's making Lemon Tequila's defense, I don't know if you agree with me, a little more possible. If this Beatrix was as willing as Zero, this game might have been over.
Agree. And if ever that Max is going to deal a lot of damage, but we are expecting to see Max dealing a lot of damage because with the initiation coming in from VMAX, he even sacrificed his life, and they managed to at least get that initiation that they need. Zero becoming more and more confident, gets through with the exchange of that immortality being popped, but almost Zero got his hit points to 0, but he managed to escape. Love fun.
You're right. Now, looking at the way the map looks, I think it would be the Rage Esports benefit if they just waited for this Luminous Lord. Given that Lemon Tequila are very busy managing the waves, Donkey's playing with fire here. He really should be checking bushes like this, and they shouldn't be so open on the map, especially since Peanut Butter is out. Oh wait, they're gonna go in! They find RR!
Now, Redred tries to escape that rat. A second too late before they can contest to that Lord. But it seems like Rage Esports is very, very composed. We have the objectives that we want. We are now leading in net worth and kills. So it's up to us to end this game. 13 minutes on the mark. Uranus is still getting that stacks that he needs to be the tanky guy Rage Esports needs right now. They're going to be relying on Max and Magical Mar and Lemon Tequila. They need to spot out for those two.
Yep. And with that said, there really isn't much on the map for Lemon Tequila. I'm not so sure the same
Red
defense
team base turret
will
has
work,
been destroyed.
and if
Team
they'll
base
even
turret has
survive.
been
Vince,
destroyed.
this might be the last fight.
This might be. Now the side lanes has been open. Mid trying to at least hold on anytime soon. They're just clearing it up. It's the base
Red
race.
team
The
base
Lord
turret has
not
been
gonna make
destroyed.
it through the base. The setups are
Team
there.
hero has
VMAX
been
being the angry. I can see the rage. Magical Mar
hero
just
has
gets
been slain.
all
Hero
the damage
has
that
been
he can
slain.
get. But it's over. Rage wins.
That's what we were looking for. That's the conviction,
Victory!
the confidence that is needed and expected of the best from McKinley Exchange and GOVO. Congratulations to Rage. Look at that. Wow. All right. Something tells me they're in a boot camp setup of sorts. So they might not even be in the same site, which is, I think, to the benefit of these teams. When things get a little heated, you know, I personally am a victim of my own folly. When I get a little too heated, I get in your face. So it looks like the fellas from Rage are very, very happy with this win. Congratulations. I'm wondering, who would you give the MVP nod to? Who impressed you?
Well, in terms of damage, it's gonna be personally. I would love to give the MVP to Magical Mar for dealing a lot of damage with the Django.
That's right.
But let's see. Probably Magical Mar just made that kill so easy for the side of Rage Esports.
All right. You're saying Magical Mar. I personally would say even if he was a little messy, even if he was a little over eager sometimes, I think Zero.
Zero.
Zero is the prototype. Zero is the franchise player for Rage Esports. He is Rage.
He's
The
Rage.
way this man plays, the way that as long as he has this much of an advantage, he will push to make it this big.
He doesn't represent Rage, but you're saying that he is Rage.
That's right. He is
Okay.
Rage. He's a red lantern. He's a red lantern, far as I'm concerned. And Magical Mar wouldn't get those kills. VMAX and Max wouldn't have had such open time in the gold lane. Because again, that's what we noticed, right? The Minotaur and the Beatrix were babysitting each other. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see who actually got the MVP nod here. Let's bring it up. Congratulations to Magical Mar.
Mar.
All right, there you go.
Well,
It's a
actually,
clean jungle game.
props to Zero as well, but Mar just gets those assists and kills at the same time. So probably a whooping of like 14 KDAs with a total of 10.5 gold earn.
That's right.
Magical Mar just does his magic. We can see how impactful his meteor showers during the team fights, getting those early to late game kills. Still, Magical Mar does the job done. And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to be expecting them to see next week.
Yeah, you're right. No, not just gets the job done. He is excellent at it. Given the free time in the gold lane, and then just everything that Zero calls for, it takes a very special kind of player like Magical Mar to say, okay, boss, wherever you need me to be here. He comes from the west and takes down one, opens up the turtle for Zero, and this is just a start. This is a 2-minute mark.
But first blood is all that they can get, but scale up to level 4. Level 4, then we can see the impact of Mar just trying to spray down the meteor showers. Look at that! Trying to at least VMAX trying to front, trying to initiate, and then with the help of Martis, trying to get those damage, those setups. They are trying to at least bait them real hard.
Yep. And I think that's the main strength of a lineup and of a player like Magical Mar here in Rage Esports. The fact that all of them are willing to play with the space and the range, and you're a hero like a Chang'e. It's disgusting. I've played against Chang'es like this before. On rank, at like 2 a.m., I am tilted, best believe. So I'm hoping that it's not the same for Lemon Tequila. I hope Lemon Tequila are feeling all right and they can tell themselves, pat themselves on the back. Good fight.
Good fight.
But at the end of the day, man, it's all about rage. It's all about Magical Mar.
Magical Mar.
Magical Mar.
Spraying all those damage that he can get. But congratulations to Rage, pretty balanced combination, creating space. Uranus actually. Peanut Butter tried to at least get the space towards the XP lane. Who can stop that Uranus? Peanut Butter trying to at least sustain the damage coming in from early towards the mid game. Man, Peanut Butter is really, really hard to kill.
Yep, this is a chunky peanut butter, not the creamy kind of peanut butter. I don't know why you guys would want creamy Uranus, but this is chunky, crunchy Uranus. Again, that's the reason why he's rocking Brave Smite. There's so many other talents you can put on a Uranus, but here he chose, you know what? The rest of my team will be super aggressive. I will have to be the tank here. Not even VMAX. You remember those moments where VMAX would die like inside their own base? Or rather inside Lemon Tequila's base? Peanut Butter was there to say, you know what?
Yeah.
It's me. I'm here. Take it.
You do the initiation, but man, I'm gonna do the sustain. That's the role of
Exactly.
Butter.
Yes.
You just have to start the fight, and we will finish it for you. Sacrifice for VMAX, making sure that they get all the setups that they can. After the setup, they got the Martis to at least follow it up, and then Uranus, okay, just focus on me. I know that you want me dead.
Yep. So, in just a bit, we will be looking at the game stats, and I think this is the perfect time for us to actually discuss where it all went wrong for Lemon Tequila. What could they have done better? I think the fact that they're playing with not as much peel. Their only real peel here, Vince. Their only real frontliner is RR. And Rage overloaded RR. RR can only do so much.
Yeah. And just by observing the lane, XP lane, we can see that Uranus is just becoming more and more confident. RR just losing his space towards the XP lane, giving so much liberty for Uranus, giving so much liberty for the Beatrix to at least farm his items up. But For RR, he can just sustain for once, and then where are the damage? They need burst in order for RR to be an effective tank.
That's right. And they have the burst. It's there. The Julian, the Kag. And there's another Folly. There's another Void in their lineup. Their burst is all magic.
Magic.
It's
burst.
all magic.
All
And if I'm not
balance.
mistaken, looking at the item builds in just a bit, we'll be putting up on screen for y'all. There's a lot of magic defense built by
Ooh.
Rage Esports, which made even this Lord take all the more uncontestable. I'd say after the 10-minute mark, unless Rage makes a huge mistake, it was their game to win. It was all Rage.
Probably we witness Rage Esports with the balance of magic damage, and of course at the same time they need to endure themselves with a lot of magic resistance. So this time, this way they managed to hold their game and then sustain themselves up in terms of like the damage being dealt by the Lemon Tequila.
Yeah. So with that said, we'll be bringing up the in-game stats for y'all, the post-game stats. This was a relatively quick game. I'd say 13 minutes, 30 seconds is just under average. Looking at what even the pro scene dictates, especially since we're in the world where Indonesian aggression is in, right? Yeah, it's no secret that the recent champions of one of the biggest international events in MLBB Esports was an Indonesian team. It was an all-Indonesian grand finals, so
Right.
aggression is the name of the game.
Yeah, we can see that Indonesia is just on the rise on the MLBB scene. Probably we're gonna be adapting towards the meta of the Indonesians
Mhm.
later on, and we're gonna be seeing how these players that we have right now trying to at least balance their lineups. But I think, based on their personality, these are their comfort heroes that they're gonna be used. So Chang'e is the comfort hero of Magical Mar.
Yep.
It dictates his energy, and that's why we can see that Magical Mar is so unstoppable when it comes to mid, and at the same time dealing so much damage during the team fight.
Yep, unstoppable and comfortable. And it fits what the rest of Rage Esports does. It's a controlled aggression. All right, I take that back. Somewhat controlled aggression. I've seen them get really, really in too deep when they shouldn't. But just the same, they got away with it, right? Insert the hangover meme. But did you die? Right?
Did you die?
They died, yes, but they won. But did you lose? They didn't. So congratulations to Rage. And I'm wondering what else McKinley, Exchange, and GOVO has to show. There's one more team in our schedule that actually is from said site. Here's the layout. I do believe game time is at around 13 minutes. But yes, Rage Esports did take the dub.
Look at the items. You can see that Martis invested on that immortality, magical defense, guardian helmet just to keep him sustained whenever that he's out of team fights. Uranus, we can see that he's trying to at least reduce the health regeneration of their opponents from Lemon Tequila. Look at the Oracle trying to one of the items that Uranus needs. So Oracle tries to amplify his healing capabilities, and that is why Uranus is just so untouchable. You can touch Uranus all you want, but you can't kill this guy during the late game. And as for them, as you've said, you're correct. We can see that they are investing heavily towards the magical resistance. They got radiant armor for the Minotaur. Chang'e just tried to burst them out with all those magical items that he can build, and of course with the balance of physical coming in from the Beatrix.
Yep. And as you see here, VMAX is on their way to an Athena's shield as well. Maybe an Oracle. That's what that fifth item could be. Lemon Tequila, here's one telltale sign that maybe their priorities weren't in check. Again, you remember how I mentioned that they were lacking frontliners, right? Donkey is building hybrid. Donkey built a corrosion scythe and a dominance ice. So it's very difficult. As well, the choice in boots. Donkey built warrior boots.
Very good.
Tough boots is, I believe, the right call given the amount of CC on the Martis, on the Minotaur. Again, just back to the drawing board. That's my fair assessment here, and just friendly advice. for our teams. Montequila, thank you so much for showing up. Congratulations to our winners, Rage Esports. Y'all are watching the TIP MLBB Intersite Tournament. It's great. That was our first matchup. There's bound to be more.
More. 3 more, I believe.
That's right. His name is Vince G. My name is Leo at your service. We'll be right back with another matchup. Stay with us.
And the TELUS team member by night. I started competing since 2014 and I joined TELUS International Philippines last 2020. Hi, how are you? There are still people working in environments where they feel as though they don't belong, but TELUS made me feel that I am part of a caring family. What makes me stay? The people, the culture. Look at their smiles. My favorite part of the day, of course, is my lunch break because I get the chance to connect with my friends. Hi, how are you? How's the food?
What do you like most about TELUS?
I feel belong here. Here at TELUS, we value diversity and inclusivity as we have TELUS resource groups such as Spectrum, Mosaic, and Women's Connections. We value individual identity as we also have self-identified snooze box and restrooms. Here in TELUS International Philippines, we promote work-life integration. Working at TELUS has never hindered me from pursuing my passion outside. The facilities that we have here in TELUS help me train and prepare and become healthier for my upcoming international competitions. I am Merdal Pamatian, a proud TELUS team member.
Hi guys, this is your girl Min and welcome to my channel. Hi, so let me show you how a day in my life as a team member here in TELUS Vertis North, and let me show you our culture and how we keep it. Hashtag happy here. It's now my lunch break, so let us all go to the pantry. You know what? I don't know with you guys, but I'm starving. Let's come check out the food. You know what? One of the perks of being a team member here in TELUS is that you get a chance to continue your studies. May it be short courses or if you want to finish your own degree, all of that is possible with the help of TIU or TELUS International University. That's one of the things I love about TELUS. TELUS is very inclusive, especially here in Vertis North. We love joining activities specifically for the LGBT community. Isn't that so awesome? Hey! You know what? I'm about to end my day, but I love working out with my friends, so come and join me. Thank thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys were able to capture how such amazing culture we have here in TELUS Vertis North and how we maintain #happy here.
After a day's work, I am happy that I am part of a team that values inclusiveness and diversity. Different stories, different faces, thriving, and moving as one. We smile, laugh, bond. Our people culture stands out the most. The people makes us who we are. TELUS is a home away from home. And I'm happy to do it all over again. See you tomorrow!
Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Peng Tolentino. As requested, I'm going to feature a day in my life at work. So here I am at TELUS International, Philippines! Alright guys, so our first stop is our front desk. Hi Ja! And right beside our front desk is our main gallery where we hold most of our events. That was fun, guys! I even won a prize, but unfortunately, I had to leave because I have a meeting to attend to. And now I'm at the Spiral Cracker, the biggest boardroom in our site, and I'm about to attend an engagement meeting. And I forgot to tell you guys that I am an engagement prime, and together with my team, we plan and execute our events and all the fun stuff in our site. By the way, here are some of our other meeting rooms in Market. And now we're at the pantry, let's check out the food. Kuya, can I have one rice? Hi ate, how much is my bill? Oh my gosh, I'm a famous vlogger. Whoa! And I'm going to feature you in my vlog. Maybe I could get this for free. Okay, thank you so much. Hi guys, I'm at the gaming room and we have billiards here. Unfortunately, I don't know how to play, but let's see if one of the guys can teach me how to play. For all those times it's true that me, for all those true that you. It's 7 a.m. guys, and my shift is over, and I'm just going to get my workout clothes from my locker. Anyways, let's do some exercise at the gym. Don't you think our locker area is fab? Of course I need to change to my gym outfit. So I'm just gonna do a 1-hour workout. And I'm so happy that we have this gym in our site. It's fully equipped. You can really do a full body workout here. So that's it for my workout, and that's it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are happy there because we are happy here! Bye guys!
My name is Vince, and I'm a new member of TELUS International Philippines, and I'm assigned here at McKinley West Site. I've always been curious about this company, and I really want to know the reason why TELUS International is a home of the most engaged team members. Let's go! So for today, we are going to meet the program coordinator here at TELUS International Philippines, and she will tell us what it is like to champion the engagement culture here in TELUS. In just a few moments, she will arrive here. Oh, there she is!
Hello!
Here Here at TELUS International, being a program coordinator means that they are responsible in planning and organizing events for team members. They are also in charge in taking care of the rewards and recognition program, which Maddie will show us later.
So right now, Maddie's getting ready to do her first task, which is check her email.
Where are we going now, Maddie?
We are going to visit my colleagues to check the progress of our ongoing project called Construction.
Construction was founded in 1992 by Cherry Mililio and are being held by 150 countries annually. One of its goals is to raise canned food for hunger relief operation. As a program coordinator, Maddie, together with her co-worker, ensure the success of this project. Oh, I believe it's time for lunch. Maddie enjoys taking her lunch while having a good conversation with her family. Since her family is residing in the province, through video call, they can connect with each other. One of the responsibilities of program coordinator is to collaborate with other engagement prime to ensure the continuity of all the initiatives and activities for team members. At this moment, there are around 30 number of program coordinators who support TELUS McKinley West. Maddie will be hosting this amazing event for our team members. This is called Rewards and Recognition to recognize the top team member here in TELUS. As a program coordinator, Maddie ensures that this kind of initiative is being done on a monthly basis, starting from the preparation, program flow, and the actual execution. Maddie believes that with these initiatives and recognition, our team members will feel appreciated and rewarded for doing an amazing work. Congratulations on your successful event, Maddie.
Thank you so much!
At the end of the day, Maddie checks her email for final inspection. This is to ensure that there will be no backlog left on her day-to-day task. So that's basically the day in the life of a program coordinator. Hope to see you again.
What makes TELUS International Philippines team members #happy here? Come, let's find out. Hey everyone, I'm Mark and welcome to TELUS International Philippines Ortiga Center. I'll be showing you guys around and help you understand why our team members are #happy here. Are you ready? Let's go! To start your day right, you have to have energy. Where do you get your energy? Food. Delicious. We also got free coffee all day, every day. Cheers. Wow, that was an awesome meal, everyone. And, oh, wait a second. I just have a quick meeting to attend to. Come, let me show you with our meeting room. That was a productive meeting, everyone. Well, it's not all about work here in TELUS International Philippines. We also have time for fun. Well, let me show you our game room. Come. Ready to start your fitness goals this year? TELUS International Philippines is here to support you.
Our on-site gym offers top equipment like kettlebells, treadmills, barbells to get yourself ready for a fitness journey.
Did you know that all of these team members have at least 10 years of tenure here at TELUS International Philippines? I mean, how cool is that, right? Tired after the first half of your shift? Guess what? We got our male and female snooze boxes available. Let me just go take a quick nap.
TELUS International Philippines values the health and wellness of its team members. Our physician is available from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., ready to attend to your health concerns. We also provide HMO benefits from the first day of your journey here in TELUS International Philippines. Wondering how we got this super cool lunchbox? TELUS International Philippines provides their team members monthly TELUS treats like umbrellas, lunchboxes, bags, vouchers, and a lot more. What also keeps our team members #happy here is that you get a prepaid load benefit every month. Isn't that cool?
Well, that's the end of my shift, and I really have to go home now. Good thing traffic won't be a problem with me because of our shuttle services provided by TELUS International Philippines. I really have to go home now, guys. I'll see you. Bye!
Welcome to TELUS International. We're not your regular customer experience and digital solutions provider. Rather, this is the home of the most engaged team in the industry, with state-of-the-art facilities and a culture like no other. Throughout this tour, you'll see firsthand what makes us the top choice for customer experience innovation, how and why it's different here at TELUS International.
What up, team members? We're back. You're watching the TIP MLBB Inter-Site Tournament. Of course, brought to you by TELUS International, powered by Dark League Studios. Just like in all your sites, we're hoping that you're happy here. And of course, let's see if heroes can come to light. My name is Leo, at your service, here with Vince G. You excited?
Yes, because we've seen how competitive our team members are, and I believe that these sets of matches that are up and coming, they're gonna be as competitive as ever. Probably one of the most competitive ones that we see is, of course, our first game, but can they top it up?
I'd like to think they can, because there's a little more on the line. Our first matchup, for those of y'all who just joined us, hello. And good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it might be personally for you. We witnessed Rage Esports get the dub over Montequila in quite dominant fashion. I can't lie, that was a very good game by Rage. But this time around, we're going to be watching DT Lunarians facing off against the Avers, who I hear has a lot of fans.
Well, I can see that they have a lot of fans. And of course, on the comment section, good morning or good afternoon to each and every one of you supporting your favorite teams, DT Lunarians and the Avers from One Leg Grand and Iloilo, and the Avers from Market and Discovery CCO. So each and every one of their team members is just supporting. Now, comment down below who is going to win and who is you, or who is the team that you're supporting.
That's right. My man's Vince is on comment guard, and whoever says hi and shows support for their team will get a shout out. Again, sound off in the comment section. But for now, we're prepping up for the draft. I'm expecting, again, much like in our first match, Vince, comfort picks to come out. I'm expecting that heroes that might not be as popular but are specialized, that these players are comfortable on, those are going to be the priority.
Might not be in the meta, but these team members that we have, as I've said earlier, these are their comfort picks. They have been using this for years, probably for months, for years. They have been an expert in dealing or in using these heroes, and they know when to adapt. They know the exact damage, the exact roles that they're playing through. So I can't wait to see who is going to be their picks for this matchup.
That's right. Much like how I treat Bane in almost any role, I'm sure that once the draft comes up, players from DT Lunarians, whether that's X-Kai, Pinoka ng Palaka, True Sight, Popcorn, Pin City, or Ayan, I'm sure when the draft comes up, whoever's first pick, second pick, that's what the priority is going to be. But something else I'm expecting, all right, especially it's two teams from two different sites, is this might actually be closer than our first game. I feel like both teams will not hesitate and will not pull out any stops and might be a little more cautious. I'm assuming that this will go longer than game one.
Yeah. Game one, around 30 to 40 minutes into the game,
right.
But probably if they're going to be cautious, then we're going to be seeing longer games. Probably around 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh.
Just like how they are investing towards their late gamers. Gold lane, the jungle probably dealing a lot of damage or rotating towards the early to mid game, but the late game, it's going to be how their tank sustains it, and of course how they blow damage thanks to the gold lane that they have.
No, Vince, stop.
No,
I spaced out as soon as you had 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Nothing you said after that made sense.
Okay.
No.
No 30 minutes?
No, but
No, okay.
it's not impossible, folks. Let's strap in and get into the game. It's time to draft. It looks like it's DT Lunarians on the play. Blue side, the Avers are going to answer back. Let's see. We saw early Ling bans earlier, early Novaria bans.
Well, Novaria, one of the painful heroes that this meta has. Of course, Novaria just can easily burst, can easily escape, can easily, remove those potential threats that we have here. And just like that, the other team, DT Lunarians, they have boot camp set up as well.
That's right. No, team on this side of the map seems to always be in a boot camp. But we're grasping at straws here. Interesting first ban by DT Lunarians, representing one Grand and Iloilo. They ban out the Karina. Just as much as you want to get your comfort picks, you want to ban out picks that make you feel uncomfortable. I feel like one of them or some of them have had bad experiences versus Karina.
Well, Karina can easily burst you out. He can rotate towards the mid game, and you can expect that Karina can easily assassinate you, can easily remove you out of the game. So they just want it out, okay? No Karina, it makes them uncomfortable, or they know that someone from the Avers is just a Karina main, probably.
Possibly. So no Karina, no problema. The Avers bans out the Arlot. Again, this makes sense. Soliman CC, sustainability. Florin, that last ban for DT before we swing back into the picks. And the Novaria, as mentioned. So what do DT Lunarians pick? It's wide open. Uranus, Ling, Haja. These are all solid first pickables. Claude.
It's up to them, actually. Well, Uranus being the first pick earlier by Rage Esports. So they are going to be eyeing towards a sustain, but all up to the Lunarians to invest on that first pick that they have. But it seems like they are hovering towards at Terisla. Are they going to lock this in?
It looks like they have, Vince. It looks like they have.
Ooh.
I'm guessing there's a lot of priority here, and one of them is a Terisla main.
Terisla main.
Possibly even the scariest of them all, a Terisla one trick.
Oh, we've seen a lot of Terisla, how damaged that this guy can get. Once that he managed to swings his summer up, uses his ultimate to delete or take care of the ones that he's that's on his lane. But I like the answer to that one too. Note and Scotty, they are investing towards Leslie and of course the Eve for the AoEs.
Yep. I actually like how the Leslie is the one that came up first, because that's damage that you can run right through the BOS, the body of Smith. So the passive on the Terisla might not even matter if the Avers have their way with the Leslie. DT Lunarians pick up the Alpha and the Kufra on the way around. I don't see much interaction just yet, so I guess they just want to play their game. They just want to have a good team fight. That's what these first three picks say, right? We want to fight.
They want to fight. They can start things with the Kufra. Popcorn, he managed to set his skills so well, then probably follows it up with the ult. Then we can expect a lot of damage coming from Ayans. But they're still missing something. They need those magical damage. They need those painful mid heroes. For example, the Avers, they got the Eve, but what is it for them? I can sense that they can utilize or make a pick that can copy Eve.
Vincent, you know what's missing? We didn't see it in game one either. We need a Valentina. I think the Valentina would do great for DT Lunarians if it comes through, especially since there's an Atlas on the other end. It can steal the Fatal Links. The Avers ban out the Beatrix because they know that DT Lunarians still need a marksman. They need a marksman and a mage. DT Lunarians can ban out junglers, but there's too many of them out right now. Instead, they'll just ban out a hero that annoys them. They'll take out the Benedetta.
Yeah, Benedetta is one of those flashy heroes towards the XP lane, and it seems like the Avers doesn't have any XP laners either. So probably they need someone that can match up to the Terisla, but going back, actually Valentina seems justifiable if they're gonna go out there. Okay.
Uh-oh.
A saber setter. Oh, what?
Nani? That's a jungler.
Jungler, Dave.
Yep. That's a jungler. Instead, they're gonna...
They have watched the previous game.
Yep.
They're gonna do it the hard way, though.
They're gonna swerve us. I don't mind, though. I don't mind it. The only real issue I have with the Uranus is it's gonna have a hard time in the early to mid with the Terisla. Gonna do better to just dodge. And then mid to late, you have the Alpha just shredding you. Let's see what the TT Lunarians squad answer back with. Clint. I like the Clint. Clint makes sense. I don't know about the Luno.
Yeah, probably it's gonna be the Valentina that's gonna work well for me if they're gonna be trying to outsmart the Avers, but they have their reasons because of the Uranus. Okay, let's go Lunox. Let's melt these guys down. When they change it or when they pick that Uranus, okay, Lunox just comes into their mind.
And here, no.
Go ahead.
Don't. DT Lunarians, I understand. The Avers, I have to admit, I was on your side. I was with y'all in the draft. But if you pick up the Jawhead here, it's over. They did!
Jawhead Jungle!
That's right. It's likely Jawhead Jungle, or it can make like a handful of Indonesian teams I've seen in the past. Jungle Uranus. Jungle Uranus is a thing.
Yep. So, tank, utility junglers is, one of the meta that we've seen towards, how we play out the MLBB here. We've seen Fredlin jungle, Uranus on Indonesia. We can see if ever that you're gonna go through that, but it made me confused. It's either Uranus, it's either Jawhead, but let's see.
I think it's a JJ. There it is. It's a JJ. It's a jungle Jawhead. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Team members watching from all over. Welcome to this best of one between DT Lunarians and the Avers.
Wow. Actually, we have 170 viewers from YouTube.
Hey, hey!
Currently watching right now. Shout out to each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this on. Now, on the mid, they're just trying to at least clear out the mid as fast as they can.
Yeah. And it seems like they've left Vin City to himself here. And look at how deep. Look at how deep Note is. They're hunting already. A minute in and they're fighting.
Man, it's just the Kufra. He's stealing. He's trying to sustain up against 3 members of the Avers. And just like that with the Jawhead, trying to push him back. The first blood was converted.
Not to mention, prior to that fight, they actually popped Vin City's Flicker. So they were already so aggressive that Vin City had no chance to clap back. With the way the map is looking, Vince, I think they're going to go and get Popcorn next. Popcorn is not safe.
Careful, but I was expecting for a follow-up with the initiation coming in from Vin City. I'm sure that he has someone that can deal a lot of damage.
Uh-oh.
The counter, look at that flicker. He's not going to save the Atlas. He's going to fall down.
Touche! Touche, says DT Lunarians. You take one, we will do the same. And if anything, it's worse for Diego. It's worse for Note because there were less resources spent to actually kill him. It was so easy, but now down bottom!
Now they're trying to set this up. Rizla, nowhere to go. Tries to at least hold the game. The Lunox is there, but can they go for the kill? But here comes the cavalry. They're trying to at least counter it up. He sets up with the opening, but look at Ian. Actually, the Lunox just deals a lot of damage, but it goes back and forth. We can see the rally. Kills after kills. They're trying to answer it back, but look at the back lines do so. Still, the Uranus that he is, still hard to get.
Alright, I'm actually loving it, the tempo that we're going here. I tried to predict and say that this game was going to last longer than game 1, but already we're looking at 6 kills under 3 minutes. First turtle just spawned. They just got to it, and it's scored by the Avers. Monkey D. Luffy, the Pirate King.
Wow, actually, we are surprised with the picks coming in from the Avers, but based on the rotation that we saw earlier, it seems like the Avers knows. So they're stopped. They're playing non-stop. They are sure about their picks, and it seems like they're winning rotations after rotation.
Yo, what's Skadi doing? Off camera, Skadi dueling with Ian. There you go. Ian got punished, man. It was a 2v1.
2v1.
Yeah.
For them, and then Uranus is just trying to figure out the wave. Okay, surprisingly, look at Yuzo. Uranus trying to clear out the gold lane.
It's double cut. Yeah, he cut not just the wave, but also he's attempting to steal that small camp. Up though.
Gonna set up the Atlas. Tamang sima lang si Bruno. But he went in! That confidence! He went to flicker, but look at how Kufra hugs him tight. Good night.
Oh, that made him misplace his Fatal Links. There's a punish, the one through sight. Vince, nakita mo ba yun? Because of the ult on Vincity, the Fatal Links got pushed into DT Lunarians' turret instead of the other way.
Yeah. It doesn't turn. It doesn't go out the way he expected it to be, but somehow that Fatal Links needed to be fatal, but you have been cornered. Look at the Jawhead. And making sure that he's gonna rotate doon sa likod.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
He made Ikot.
He made Ikot.
And he cornered the Bruno. And it's going to be a tough defense, but, the turn's going to go down some way, somehow, eventually, especially since the Avers are looking at a more than 2,000 gold lead. I'd love to see where the items are looking like. I'd like to see what the build is on this jungle Jawhead. Because looking at this, 5-1-1, Assassin Emblem, Master Assassin, Killing Spree, it's got to be a burst, Jawhead.
It's a burst Jawhead. They have that initiation coming into the Jawhead. They can easily their opponents. Here comes the Fatal Link, but the follow-ups are there. Hinampas na nga lahat na pwedeng ihampas. Eve sets it up, but where is the damage? Coming in from DT Lunarians, they can't hold that damage any longer. The Avers has the balance of the sustain plus the damage. They can play aggressively all that they want.
Did you say they have the bawas?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? That's another one down. Popcorn gets popped. And then eventually, the Avers gonna score this turtle. Throughout the whole debacle, Monkey D. Luffy did not fall. I'm impressed. Again, I'm wondering, what's this Jawhead building? Was it all just the killing spree? Is that what kept him alive? There's another jump in from Vincity.
Wow, now we can see they have their reasons. I respect this Jawhead from Rocky the Luffy right now. Actually, akala ko talaga they're just confusing their enemies. And even though that Jawhead is not being utilized in pro scene, but the Avers knows their stuff. Give me my hero and I can, perform well for our team.
Yep, the only hurdle here would be how Karu and the Eve. I'm blanking out on this young man's name. That's not Juzu. The Eve. The core heroes, right? How will they make up for all of this chaos that the junglers and the XP and the roam are doing? Because that's what slowed down game one for our eventual victors, for Rage. Now that the Avers are ahead, they have to push the tempo. That's what I'm wondering. How will they make it go faster?
I kind of respect the lineup or the combination of skills that they have. Actually, if they pick the Valentina, then that's going to be the answer na pwede nilang ibigay doon sa the Avers. But it seems like they got a lot of initiation toolkits. They have a lot of setups, just like Atlas, just like the Jawhead, and then just Eve making a square in the middle, dealing a lot of damage. That is how you remove your opponents. But will DT Lunarians answer to that?
That's their lineup. Yeah. We were asking what they can do to actually make it go faster. I'm wondering what else is left in the tank here, since the Kufra is doing well to displace, but where does that go? Where does that lead? DT Lunarians should try their best to get back as much of the map as possible. It's not as bad. The 2K, 3K gold lead, I've seen teams come back from that. But you have to play carefully. You can't waste your flickers or engage in fights that you aren't sure of. That's what I'm hoping for the reps from Grand and Iloilo.
If ever that they can bounce back. But they still have mid to late game though. They can play it tight, play it defensively. They still have those initiation toolkits coming in from the Kufra. And if ever Kufra manages to set it up, they can be relying the damage for on their marksman. And of course, they can see that Karista is trying to dish out a lot of damage as well. But they need to hold it first. They need those items in order for them to sustain all those setups.
Yep, and I think that's another avenue for them to bounce back from. They have to make patagal the fights. Because if the fights happen too quick, if the Avers will have their way, fights happen and end in under 5 seconds. But for DT Lunarians, with their lineup now, it makes sense. They have to make it last.
You have to make it last because, you know, it's a challenge because Johed is just becoming more and more confident. He can like go in real fast, throws one opponent, start.
He built a Malefic Roar.
Malefic Roar.
What else is on this Jawhead? I want to see the item check, but wait. Oh, Fatal Links on a 2.
Now he flickers out. Bruno needs to kick it real hard. Terizla trying to at least endure the damage, but the reposition for the Jawhead is not enough to keep him dead. But what is up next? Ians now seeing that flicker of hope, the glimmer of hope, somehow converts it into 2 kills. Now Monkey D. Luffy, the Jawhead is out. Scotty's out as well, so they can still utilize on that and play it safe.
That's the name of the Eve, the Scotty. Oh, the Eve of Scotty. But wait, something else is up. There seems to have been a communications breakdown. That was an almost perfect engage for the Avers, especially with a flank by Note. But it did not translate. They got punished. The gold lead shrank and they gave kills over to DT Lunarians.
I can see that, you know, this Kufra managed to set this up. And then we can see that Terizla managed to, you know, float them in midair, buying them some time. Lunox deals damage. Ians just goes in for the kill. They know who to remove. They need to remove Eve. One of those links that they can shut down. He can deal, Scotty can deal a lot of damage, but, you know, in terms of like sustainability, if you catch the Eve, you can like remove it from the game.
I concur. And now the Avers understands that can't happen anymore. We can't let that happen. And again, that's exactly what went down bottom, right? The fight went on for a little too long. Note initiated, and then there were like 2 or 3 seconds where the Avers didn't follow through, and then they got punished. And now, oh no, Karu!
Karu needs to outsmart them. Ooh.
The juke!
The juke of the lifetime going invisible, but the fatal links proven to be fatal. Lunox pops his order of brilliance, but they got the bottom turret. Kufra managed to use his ult. Ians is now down. Note as well, but they are trying to at least survive. 2-for-1 exchange. Look at Uranus sustaining. I'm gonna go front. We need more kills. On the backline, Leslie trying to at least penetrate them out, but they need to chill.
Oh, just chill. That was a great effort from Ians down bottom. But the Avers, they woke up. It was a reality check. And now an item check. Look at this. Hunter Strike, Malefic Roar, and oh dear lord.
He's going
Blade of Despair! He's going all damage. He's greeting out.
When he initiates, then he needs to make sure that he can burst his opponent out, and I can say that this is a desperation move, but in order for them to win, they need to pick off at least one with the help of Monkey D. Luffy Jawhead. I think removing one threat is enough to keep them up in place.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Monkey D. Luffy also build Sea Halberd. We already saw Sea Halberd build, but among DT Lunarians, you really need to get that in there. You need to take down the Alpha, need to take down the Kufra, even the Terizla, maybe a Blade of Heptasis, but wait, fight breaking out.
Fatal Link sets things up. Eve with that ultimate. The Lord wakes up from that. The Juice just trying to hold the damage coming in from DT Lunarians. Pushing them back. Good cross from Jawhead. Now they have the full control. It's up to Palaka to defend. But it's a 4-0, a 4-1 exchange. This is a free lore for the Avers.
Oh, that's so good. 4-1. Muchas gracias. What a trade. The Avers gonna convert straight into a Lord. DT Lunarians left reeling. Vince, they now have almost 5k gold lead.
5k gold lead.
5,000!
5,000! Bigyan ng 5,000 yan! And of course, just like that, they're just utilizing every item that they can get. Just look at how confident Monkey D. Luffy is.
It happened.
No, it happened.
He built the Blade of Despair.
I can say he's very, very desperate for that, but you know, they know what they are doing. They play this Jawhead so flawlessly. You know, note even the Atlas, he's not even scared to initiate.
Nope. If he has to die, he will. But that's a trade worth taking, especially if they result in 4-for-1s. All of the waves sync up. It's just going to take a while for mid and bottom to follow through. Given that the Avers have bared down on top lane, they're going to march with the Lord here. I'm wondering what the play is from DT Lunarians, what the defense is. They pop the Magic Sentry. Bouncing ball from Vincity here. Oh, wow, they take care of the Lord just like that. They're fine.
The turret still untouchable by the Lord, but somehow he bought some time. Lunarians can still play a defensive play. Bruh, is he gonna set things up? Yes, he managed to catch the Jawhead. Okay, we fight under our turret, but they're running for their lives. Kinukanan Palaka gets 1 kill. Ayan gets double. But Uranus is gonna run for his life. They have been chased. Oh, where are you going, Uranus? But he is still tanky. Now forcing them to what? No! Okay, it has been cancelled. Atlas is now on the run. Uranus is just there to help him escape. But you know, look, good setup coming in from Vinci.
What? In just a flash. Blink and you'll miss it like that. DT Lunarians are in the lead suddenly. A 3-for-none. And D-Avers can't answer back. They might even kill. Oh, Josu!
Oh no. The Avers now losing their members 1 by 1. Still, they're leading in kills, but it seems like DT Lunarians is slowly catching up. 38 versus 39k.
Slowly?
Actually, that's fast.
Very fast.
That's setup.
They're going at 6 light years per minute.
Oh my.
Doesn't sound like much, but who am I to say? I'm not a quantum physicist. But DT Lunarians are reclaiming the map, folks. They're not ahead quite yet, but they're getting there. Dear Lord. What? Oh, the Avers, they lost the lead.
Well, they are so annoying and powerful in the early game, but it seems like Bruno and Lunox slowly being awakened. The Lord is now being the target. But look at the damage. Where are you going, my guy? But he's still. Go ahead. Monkey D. Luffy out of the game, but the Atlas tried to hold on for dear life. Again, Blue Sides managed to see things through. Gets the kill on the Atlas. They are trying to at least delay their entry with that real word manipulations. Caddy gets a kill onto the Kufrat.
Oh no.
3 men down.
Yep, so far the trade off to D-Avers' benefit, and just like that, they're back in the driver's seat. This Lord cannot go to DT Lunarians, not with the members remaining. And look, this is very brave, Vince. More likely, D-Avers gonna lose their bottom lane, maybe even their mid. But they're gonna get the Lord. I'm not sure if this is a worthy trade.
And just like that, Krista, 23rd phase generates a little bit of health, but he's gonna try to attempt to steal the Lord. Here comes the guy. Just to at least try to contest it in. Go ahead, went in. Terizla, you're in deep trouble, it seems.
6 feet deep is what he's in. Oh, just like that, they pop him. And I actually like that interaction. I like that with the ejector, you're CC'd. So if you have a retry and you're dueling, you're more likely to win the retry duel. That's interesting. The ejector. Okay, so there's a reason why Monkey D. Luffy here is rocking the Jawhead. There's more to this pick than just the memes. There's a method to the madness. So with that said, again, the Avers back in the lead, about 2k. We're looking at a 2k gold lead here for the Avers, and they've got a Luminous Lord up top.
One crucial member being tossed, being eliminated that quick. Kufra trying to fight for his life, but he's gonna be out for the game. How many seconds does he need to respond? But the Fatal Links will be setting things up. Eve follows it up, and here comes Terizla just to make sure that the Avers is not gonna go near their base. But the Leslie just dealing so much damage towards the back line, and we are now seeing Monkey D. Luffy back in action, eyeing to finish this game.
He found the One Piece! He found the One Piece! That's game! Congratulations to the Avers. They dropped the ball a couple of times in this game, which is slightly longer than our first match, but they won nonetheless.
They won, actually. I am looking for that comeback coming in from DT Lunarians because I can see some good sets coming in from the Kufra.
Yeah.
It was good. They know who to target. They target Monkey D. Luffy too much. Without Monkey D. Luffy, their team or the Averse is slowly falling apart. But,
Right.
the focus that these guys have, they are still in composure. We need to bounce back, and they did.
Yeah. And if those kinds of clapbacks, happened one or two more times, it would be over. It would be all DT Lunarians. But that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
The Avers stayed on top of things, and they maintained the lead. And how? Just the way they did from start. The early, mid to late, they shocked DT Lunarians with their burst, and eventually they got away with it.
Well, these composures keeps the Avers in check. Yes, they made a lot of displays. They made displays. They have been set up. But, the Avers has that concrete plan to finish what they started. They know that if they manage to at least open up their base, we're going to be pushing it and getting the win. Talk about who is the star of this game, and I believe Monkey D. Luffy deserves it.
You think so? Well...
Oh, it's this guy. No, it's Skadi.
It's actually Skadi. If it's Skadi, though,
that's Eve.
Then it's got to be the Eve, right? Unless it wasn't. If it was actually the Uranus, then it's Juzu.
Juzu, probably. So 7-1-8. Of course, Gold Earn going 12K. Well, MVP. But let's talk about how how Monkey D. Luffy performs. Okay, we had doubts on that last pick, but it's just the action that speaks louder.
Yep.
He performs.
Yep. If there's anything that this MVP nod, whether it's to the Juzu or to Skadi, if there's anything that has to be said about this, it's because it was enabled by Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy's El Loco rotations and just scary amount of burst made the MVP possible. Made the KDA line of 7, 1, and 8 under 12K possible. So, again, kudos to the MVP, but I think Vince and I are in agreement, man. That jawhead is something else.
Well, shocked. Actually, we are shocked when this guy came out, but we were more shocked that he performed outstanding for the Avers.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play it in rank, man.
You're gonna play it rank now?
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna try his build?
I'm gonna
Blade of Despair?
Yeah, Monkey D. Leo.
Oh.
That's it.
I wanted to try that too as well, but I'm not as good as that guy. And,
or gal.
Or gal. Well, let's see. Actually, going back, what I've observed on the two games that we have, well, on the picture, Uranus wins games.
Uranus is so important in the metagame. When everyone is super aggressive, if there's a hero like Uranus that gets away with it and comes back 2 seconds later to deal more damage and soak up, then that's the game changer. I'm loving it. Here we'll see the highlights. Again, even early on, it looked like the Avers knew that aggression was the way. They chose violence.
Violence. Indeed, and then I have a confirmation that that is indeed Skadi. And that's probably it's from Eve.
That's right. So this performance by Skadi was what was enabled by everyone else. Everyone else was building up so that Skadi can just swipe away and tap away with the real-world manipulation.
Yeah. We can see how crucial that real-world manipulation is every time that they set things up. Go ahead, went in, initiate, throws one, we can see the real-world manipulation. Atlas, Fatal Links, there's a real-world manipulation. But, they just created so much space, and then, Skadi just went in for the burst. Look at how reliant that is. You can see how they set things up, and this one, somehow, I can see some upset or, comeback coming in from deep. Comeback attempt coming from deep to 9, but look at that. Real manipulation just try to at least even things up in fights.
Yep, she's really good at setting up her ult, and even when things go wrong, even when the Avers get punished, you can expect and you can rely on that RWM. That's always gonna be there. It's ever present, even if some of your members get displaced by Vincity's Kufra. I'm here for it, man. Again, if the rest of your team is shock and awe and you have one player that is as reliable as Skadi, that's the MVP.
A perfect combination indeed, actually. No pun intended for the Atlas, but you know, we can see how collaborative their skills are. Atlas sets, Johed set. It's just they highlighted Skadi's impact during the team fights, making sure that they won that pickoffs or going towards team fights. They get the objectives really fast. Turtle, Lord, in terms of pushes, yes, they made the misplay once, but they know how to bounce back. And with the help of Skadi, you know, it just makes more impact.
Yep. And again, it's like we're reliving the whole match here, right? We're going beat by beat every minute of that relatively longer match. Again, I did make the prediction, right, that this would be longer than game one, and it was, but by just a bit.
Just a bit, and you know, we can see how objective they played here. And this is going to be the start of Palaka scaling up as Bruno, dealing damage as well. Look at how they are fleeing the scene. They have the Lunox, they have the Bruno dealing a lot of damage. This is one start of their downfall. TT Lunarians trying to slowly catch up. And then with the setups, the miraculous setups opening up.
Yeah.
Something.
I think it's going to happen more later on. This was actually still relatively a moment in control for the Avers. But yes, we're going to take a quick peek here at the post-game stats. And yeah, just under 16 minutes. But Vince, Mr. Desengaño, get this. We were looking at about 40 kills in total. 40 kills! 16 to 24!
Wow. Man, you know how they are trying to go back by back early game, rally-wise. But, okay, Skadi, 1 kill, 18 assists. And she only died twice. But Yuzo, as the Uranus, okay, 7-1 to 8. So, these two works well. Uranus being the front line, Johed just initiates for them. Even though that they have a lot of skills to pick up their opponents, but it's the backline, Karu and Skadi.
Yep, I agree. So I think there has to be a consensus. We give the joint MVP to Juzo and Skadi. It's because of the Uranus cutting through the back line and maintaining a brick wall regardless of where and when in the fight, and Skadi's reliability. She built here an Ice Queen wand. The Ice of Skadi.
Yeah!
There you go. That's the Ice of Skadi. And when you're a lineup that wants the team fight and you want to stay in and in front of your opponents, this Eve build, despite her getting caught out by Popcorn's penalty zone very often, does the job. More than does the job. Again, that is what makes us happy here. When you're able to do more than what's expected, when it's excellence you expect, not just results.
They did, actually. And we are going to be expecting to see more of this action. We have 2 semifinalists, and we're going to be heading towards the next set of matches as we go back here on the TELUS International Philippines MLBB Intersite Tournament. We'll be right back, guys.
This is TELUS International Philippines. We have 6 sites in Metro Manila and more than 14,000 team members that provide the best customer experience, digital solutions, and next-gen IT services for global and disruptive brands. The Philippines is a great alternative for English services outside of North America because over 80% of the population speaks English.
Let's start in our newest center, Vertis North. This building alone will be home to over 4,000 team members eager to build exceptional experiences for you and your customers. Like all of our TELUS International sites across the globe, we have engaged teams that support fast-growing tech, fintech and financial services, games companies, travel and hospitality, and healthcare industry leaders. We chose this site because of its proximity to universities, hotels, shops, transportation, and accessibility. At TELUS International, We understand that fostering a great work environment is key to having the most engaged teams in the industry.
As a result, we strive for creativity and innovation at each of our locations. All sites in Metro Manila offer a variety of on-site amenities, such as fully equipped gyms, clinic with medical practitioners, pharmacies, cafeterias, libraries, TELUS International University, which enables our team members to obtain a degree at a subsidized cost, and many more. We also have numerous themed meeting rooms so that when our team leaders conduct one-to-one coaching sessions or team meetings, they do it in a fun and engaging environment.
This is McKinley Exchange, located on EDSA and McKinley Road, the avenue that connects the business districts of Makati and Bonifacio Global City.
We're right above the main bus terminal and next to one of the most popular metro rail stations, making it very accessible and easy for our team members to get to work. This is where it all happens. Our operations force, partnering with some of the world's top brands for customer service and digital innovation, has enabled us to master the right balance of resources and benefits to drive our team members' performance. As you can see, we design open and bright spaces to provide a comfortable environment. This includes access to wellness and recreational areas where our team members are not on the floor.
And being different gets noticed. TELUS International Philippines receives an average of 100,000 applications each year. This is McKinley West. This site is located in one of Metro Manila's newest, fastest-growing commercial and business district. We designed this facility to foster a caring environment, a key part of our culture. We chose this site because of its central location and world-class amenities.
We also created avenues for like-minded team members to meet, learn from each other, and engage in their personal passions together. They do this through the Special Interest Groups, or SIGs, a mix of educational and extracurricular team member organizations that run programs, activities, and events like coffee barista workshops, photography seminars, and dance competitions that complement our fun and vibrant culture.
We've made diversity and inclusiveness a part of how we approach everything we do, from developing new services and products for our customers to developing our team members and offering innovative infrastructure that drives engagement. Accountability for diversity and inclusion does not live in one department or team. It belongs to every team member and leader at TELUS International. Team member engagement is an absolute priority for us because we see the results of an inspired and motivated team in the work we do for our customers. And in the Philippines, this translates to engagement scores above 90%, positioning us in the highest tier of team member engagement in the world, in any field or business.
We hope you enjoyed the tour. This was just a quick peek into how and why it's different here. There's still a lot more to show you, so please come visit us soon.
We can give you a lot of reasons to join our growing family, but nothing beats hearing it from our team members through their first-hand experience. Meet the heroes of TELUS International Philippines, our amazing team members, and discover what keeps them inspired and #happy here.
It's not one secret sauce, but I think it's a combination of a lot of things.
Okay.
So I can name one, and you can ask the rest. You know, maybe they have their own unique way or unique reason why they always wanna, stay here and refer their own family and friends to come work with us too. So one thing, have you seen the wall?
Oh my gosh, you mean the hand?
Yeah,
the hand wall?
The hand painting wall?
Yes, love that.
You love it? So there's a reason why we do that. So every year we have a CSR event. It's a perfect opportunity for us to give back to our community because it's one of our business philosophies to always give back to the community. So every year we do CSR events, and all of the volunteers after the event, we all go there in one wall, and then we hand paint.
I love that.
Yeah. It's massagerie.
Yay, awesome.
It's the environment. It's really fun here and you don't feel pressure at all. It's really fun. We have a very caring culture, and everyone is enjoying working here in TELUS. And of course, we have one of the best HMO. So starting from day one, we already have that.
We have monthly load, and we get discounts from hotels and restaurants here.
Join TELUS International Philippines and experience our signature caring culture.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica.
And my name is Camille. We are from the TELUS International Philippines Dance Club.
And we're going to teach you how to do the happy moves.
Ready to dance your way into positive mindset and a healthier lifestyle? Let's start by warming up. Tilt your head to the right for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. Both arms upward, and then make sure to lock your fingers like this, and then down to the sides. Another 4 counts.
And for the first happy move, we call it happy. So let's do a punching motion in the air with a series of single, single, double, double. So we'll start with the right arm. So that would be right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Slightly tilt your body to the arms where you're doing the punches. For the leg part, we do the opposite direction. So first would be left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. So let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left.
Next, we have the cheer move, and this is how we do it. So you have to create an arc starting from your left to your right, and then from your right to your left. Yes. Okay, and then for your feet and legs, you just have to do opposite sides. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you do it 4 times. And then next is, we do it slowly. Starting from your left to the right, 4 counts each. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So for the third happy move, we gotta do the fun. So let's start. Open hands with palm facing down. Let's bring it up for 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's easy. Let's do the feet motion. So we have to start with our right leg. So we just have to continuously stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's do it together. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next move will be fanning up and down of your hands. So when you reach the 4th count, you have to fan up and down. So that's 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the other side, on your left side, so 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do it both. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6,
5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's good.
All right.
That was good.
Warm up, warm up.
That's good. Let's go. Welcome back. You're watching the TIP MLBB Inter-Site Tournament at your service. My name is Leo. Here with me is Vince G, and the whole dance was his idea.
Oh, and I can see how happy the team members are because they are balancing work-life balance. You can see that they're very, very active in terms of like going towards the gym, dancing, and of course playing Mobile Legends.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the whole idea. We want to make sure that you are happy here. Again, thank you so much to TELUS International Philippines for making all of this happen. And of course, this tournament is powered by Dark League Studios, where heroes come to light. We've already seen 2 semi-finalist teams come through to the quarterfinals and make it to next week. And we're looking for 2 more There's another match coming up. It's another best of one. And this is what I like. This is what I like. When two teams from different sites clash, because that's what the last match was all about. It was all about just the pride of my site. And here we see the pride of one Grand and Iloilo go up against the pride of Market Discovery CCO.
And you can see that each and every team member from these respective places is just supporting Challibee and AuxZero. But the question is, are we gonna see some unorthodox picks, just like what we've seen in the first two matches? Especially, I kind of like the go-ahead. I still got my hands or my head, I can get over with that pick. And it seems like Challibee and AuxZero has some heroes to offer for us.
You got that vibe too? Because I'm also expecting that both teams have that one weird, unique pick that is much like that Jungle Jawhead. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's not weird when it works. You know,
Hi everyone.
one what I can say is that the winning team always has that Uranus, but are they gonna finally put Uranus out of his place?
That's right. One thing to note is Uranus has been present across all games so far today. Match 3 here, this best of one between Challibee and AuxZero. That's something to note, something to watch out for if indeed Uranus will still be, or if he will be banned, right? Like, just get rid of him right now. We don't like a hero that just hogs half of the map and makes this game hell for us. I think I agree with you.
They might remove Uranus because it has been proven so effective, but they have to make the ban count because they only have 3 bans or 3 heroes to remove. And starting with Karina, Challibee does not want that hero because going back to what we've said towards the previous game, Karina is just they might find it very annoying, or they know that AuxZero has that Karina user that can like eliminate the entire team.
That's right. And now they respect that same potential. The burst. I agree. I think in this current metagame, the way that the game has evolved via the new patch, via the new emblem system, burst Karina is something to be feared. I'm wondering what AuxZero would get rid of. We've seen a lot of Florin banned out. We've seen a lot of Novaria banned out. What do you think this is?
Either of the two, Florin and Novaria, one of those hot heroes. Ling, okay? Going back to the first quarterfinal match we have, the first ban is gonna be the Ling. But you know, okay, correcting that Karina, I think they are gonna be removing the Alpha. Alpha is one of those damage dealers. Earlier, we can feel how revamped this guy is. And removing the Joy as well, okay, it worked. Joy, one of those annoying XP lane heroes. I can like compare him similar to Benedetta in terms of like the XP mobility hero, but it's really, really hard to catch.
That's right. Demands suppression. It demands a Franco or a Kaja to actually neutralize it. Same with Fanny. So AuxZero, they fear and they hate it when they have when they fight against super mobile junglers, assassins. Challibee though, I think it's the same, but more on the sustainable side, because Joy and Alpha are very sustainable. The first pickup, wow, Challibee investing in their mid laner. They got an
Eve, Mr. Potato, okay? So they're gonna be relying towards the Eve because they watch Cat to utilize the Eve. And okay, if it works, it works. So we're gonna be trying to at least get that win rate onto that Eve. But okay, now
no.
Go ahead and Bruno on the same team.
No.
Go ahead, jungle.
This early? Last time around, it was kept up until that last moment, right? But hey, AuxZero must have been watching that matchup between DT Lunarians and the Avers and said, Monkey D. Luffy, you're not the only pirate. There's a two. No, wait, no. There's a two-piece? No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, probably Jawhead is just trying to make an impact. Trying to make that Yannick or their team with the Jawhead. But is it gonna be a Roam Jawhead or a Jungle Jawhead? Just like what Monkey D. Luffy did. But wait, Nathan and Blue. Nice hover. They locked it. Blue on the XP, Nathan on the gold lane. Side laners, okay, no problem at all. But they're lacking in terms of like roam and of course the jungle.
Yeah, Glue has fallen off. Previously a very in-demand hero, but in recent times, I'd say in the past couple of months, Glue just isn't there. But the Nathan though, I like the promise of the Nathan, but they're investing too much on magic damage. That's how I'm reading the situation. AuxZero, last pick in that Julian before we go into the banning phase. Very dive comp heavy here for AuxZero. I wonder if it's going to work out given that there's an RWM for Challibee.
Yeah. Unlike the lineup of the Avers last time, Eve, go ahead, same team, no problem. They can like jump in all they want. But I think this is gonna put a hesitation onto the go ahead in terms of like initiating because they're gonna be expecting damage or damage from the real world manipulation. So Eve and Angela being taken out, are we gonna see Novaria? I think.
You mean Lancelot and Angela?
No. Probably not. I'm not expecting Novaria at this rate. We already have the Eve.
You have mid laners.
Right.
Yeah. They need a roamer. So this does confirm that the Jawhead is, if not an XP laner, gonna be a jungler for sure. As they pick up the Tigreal. I do love me some Tigreal. It's been a while since this hero was relevant. Now Challibee hovering a Shinobi, hovering Hayabusa. What else are they missing? Solid roamer? Oh, okay. So it's a roam glue. It's an RG, a roam glue.
Okay, so they're just trying to invest in the durability. Physical-wise, they have the Hayabusa. And of course, okay, leave the magic to us. Eve, Nathan, they can like go full magic. And then of course, the physical burst coming in from the assassin. Okay.
What's going on?
They're not locking it in. So they still have time to flex their heroes, okay? So if ever
what's going on to the XP?
If ever
Jawhead?
okay,
Joyd XP.
Joyd XP. Julian Jungle.
AJ, Jungle Julian, Joyd XP, Tigreal, Roam, Aramis mid. Okay, it makes sense. I'm with it.
I thought they're gonna be utilizing the assassin. Go ahead.
Still possible though. You can send the Julian into the XP with the Jawhead in the jungle. That's also possible.
Now I'm curious. Because earlier, we've seen the Julian being picked last and then surprisingly they played aggressively early. So it might work because they still have the same composition. Level 4, not a problem. They can like
Enemy reaches the
Alright.
battlefield.
Confirmed. He ain't no child, he ain't no baby, he's a young adult. That's a Julian in the jungle coming in for AuxZero here in this best of one, going up against a Challibee. I still can't get over it, Vince. Challibee rocking a Roam Blue with
Roam Blue with X. Okay, so we've seen Blue has fallen out of the XP lane meta, so try a few stuff. Execute-wise, Blue still being tanky. He still has that escape mechanism if he was being caught too early. But I wanted to see how they are going to play it out. But damage early from the Eve, but still, AuxZero just wants to fight.
Oh no, Albino. All right, they're fine. They're okay. I love the blue regen here. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Oh, Flicker down, running low. Flickers. That's a first flicker for the guy. Saves his life. So he just have to wait for like 2 more minutes. But on the bot lane, wow. Camus versus the Jawhead. First blood.
Oh, I like it. Potato miscalculated the amount of damage that the Jawhead would be dealing. And that's just how it works. That's just Yannick for you.
Making an impact on the lane. Hayabusa tries to roam, tries to at least make a kill towards the Jawhead. He's gonna make it out. The backup is there, just to at least help push back the minion wave up against the Hamus. But look at Bruno. Look at AuxZero's Bruno. He's just all those rolls coming in from that energy shield.
So far, a lead for AuxZero, bought for them via that first blood down bottom. Looking at 600, 700 gold ahead. And in mid, like waiting to break out. Yeah, this is hard. This is as 50-50 a turtle as it gets.
Patience in Turtle, who's gonna get it? Both of them have that retribution. Julian, he managed to hit the chains well. He like goes for a kill. Okay, vibe. Good vibe for him. He got a kill, but look at that. AuxZero knows how to bait it hard. They get turtle, they get two, but look at two. He managed to get one as well, but Julian is not stopping. 2-for-1 exchange. Julian gets a double. Young adult, proving that he's so mature for this.
PG-13 things right there, man. To be fair, it was a 4-for-1 trade. It was an amazing exchange for AuxZero, and not to mention, it translated well even into a steal. Oh dear lord. Oh no, Challibee lost so much. Ouch. They stole away buffs and camps too.
Look at the Julian try to at least clear out the jungle for the side of Challibee, but Challibee is just focused on fights. They want to get those skills back because of 5-1. Now Challibee is just trailing in terms of getting those skills up, and the jungle too.
Yeah, that's what's difficult, Vince, is if Challibee, if their way towards comeback is through fights, AuxZero can just deny those fights. AuxZero can say, oh, look at us, there's three of us on the map, and then they deny it completely. They say, psych, we'll fight you later, we're way ahead, you chase us. And that's what's happening here. That's why they're so scarce on the map.
Yeah, and AuxZero has the sustain thanks to the Faramis. You know, they can like easily set up a cold altar, just to deny the damage that Challibee can deal to AuxZero, and then forcing an upset move. But look at how desperate Challibee is. They wanted to get the kill, but they got killed in return. Just like that, easy sustain from the Faramis, but nowhere to go. They're just chasing the Eve. Lands being cornered, and just like that, another pick of glue. Trying to at least split out, but no, they are trying to go too deep just to commit.
Ay caramba! Albino Burrito gets taken down just like that with a quick push by AuxZero up top, making a beeline straight for the turtle. Vince, it's difficult to be a Challibee fan right now. I can imagine all of the team members at Grand and Iloilo just finding it hard to be in this situation. This gives us time though to digest what's going on in this game so far. Just under 5 minutes in. Quick turtle take by AuxZero. What's Challibee to do, Vince? How can Challibee come back?
Challibee, they need to make sure that they're gonna be quick to escape. Once that AuxZero dives in, they're just fully committed to it. They're gonna be diving for 2 towers deep just to make sure that they're gonna be getting those kills. But it's really hard because the Julian is just clearing all those jungle camps.
Wait, not like this. This is not how it starts. All right, good call.
Okay.
Good call by Potato. Because just to add on what you were about to say, just to add a little bit of wisdom, right? When you're down like this, you don't fight.
Just have to wait.
That's right. You wait. You lick your wound so you can fight tomorrow, but you don't fight today. Especially not like this.
Okay. Chains did not connect, so still has time for Potato to at least go for backup. But the backup is here. Glue try to poke down this Head, but I think AuxZero, they're wasting so much time, so they have to rotate back to the lane.
That's right. They wasted Challibee's time. It's his their head. Oh!
And Chains connected, and this is the start of the pickup that they're looking for. And now Glue goes in, tries to at least make their targets fight under their turret. Okay, so no chain connecting towards the Eve, so they're just being cautious. Eve cancels that real revelation in time because he knows that Julian is just trying to dive and target him. But look, the chains did connect. That enhanced chains so big that he won't miss that stun onto that Eve.
Massive, Vincent. Massive. Now they punish Unknown underneath Tier 1. AuxZero overstayed their welcome. AuxZero may have had a long-term, a mid-term plan, but Challibee took advantage of the situation. AuxZero was planning, and Challibee just executed. I think that's what's going to be the comeback for Challibee. That's how they're going to shrink this 4K gold lead here at just under 7 minutes. If they're able to force AuxZero to change their movements, they can farm in the in-betweens. They can farm in the moments where it matters. And it starts here. They have to be mature enough to say, that's not our turtle.
Yeah, to at least wait for the right opportunity. You don't have to contest it. You don't have enough team members to win a team fight. You need to at least fight under the turret. But look at that. The pickups has been found. Potato trying to at least distract the head. Okay, you get the turtle, but you are wasting your time focusing on me.
Oh wait, that was a odd bush hold by Albino Burrito, and he gets punished for it.
He gets punished, so Albino Burrito needs a lot of time to at least respond back, and this made AuxZero more confident to dive under the first turret on mid. They need to find more Mr. Potato actually being eliminated as well. It's all up to Eve. It's all up to him to hold that middle turret, but they are too confident enough because they know that they can still get another turret if they played so aggressively on this.
Right, with this 10-kill deficit, there's so much space being bought for Caroline. The Bruno up top just without much trouble. Oh wait, there's a fight breaking out!
But running low on HP, they've got the Eve. Bruno just cooking non-stop. Caroline gets another one, but who can stop Young Adult from committing? 1 for 3. It's just Young Adult utilizing the jungle, getting all the buff from Challibee and of course AuxZero's side, and then gets that kills. Okay, 7 on Young Adult.
That's what you do when you're a young adult. You commit, you get insurance, you pay your taxes, and you take care of business, and you go 7-0-5 under 9 minutes, and you take everything away from your opponent's jungle. 30 seconds and under away from this first Lord. Vince, I just gotta say it, I'm being very real here. This is the most one-sided game we've seen all day, man. AuxZero just came prepared.
Very, very prepared. They know their hero composition. They know who to go in because they have the joy to initiate. They're just very confident. Young Adult, he can like flash in, disables his opponent, and then converts it into a kill because he has that stun capability because of the chain. So they're not they're not coming in not prepared, but you know they're making sure that every time that Challibee goes in to initiate, we're gonna get the backline and then we're gonna go for the others.
That's right. It's not that Challibee can't pick a fight. It's not that Challibee isn't doing what they're expected to do here. It's just AuxZero is just going way too fast. AuxZero is just picking fights when Challibee isn't ready. And you're right. The image, the standard, the icon of this playstyle for AuxZero is Young Adult. He has full freedom. You don't have to ask mom or dad for anything. He can just, again, as you mentioned, go with the chains, the sword out, and then pick a fight again. He has so much sustainability. I'm wondering what his items are looking like. What kind of items do you buy on a jungle Julian these days that goes 7-0-5?
You know that Julian has that physical capability to remove any target at ease. Once that they got locked in, it's an easy task for them to move on. But what is this? The setup of the century! The Tigreal went in, managed to get 3, goes in straight and rest like that. We are seeing AuxZero playing a speedrun.
From 0 to 100 like that. And off of the back of unknowns, a full combo. The dash in into the implosion, into Bob's your uncle. AuxZero, wow!
That's how you finish a game. Final set from the Tigreal, and then the damage comes through. You know, I can imagine the damage that can get when you mix a Tigreal ult with a Julian ult.
And a Jawhead.
And a Jawhead.
And a Bruno.
And a Bruno. Damage.
Are we missing anyone? And a Fire Mist.
You know, Fire Mist is just taking care of the sustain. Fire Mist is just taking care of those pickles with the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very Tonio, but attack.
It's called the Shadow Stamp.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the thing. With a game this impressive, right? You're looking at a finish under 10 minutes, 30 seconds. I think the exact number was 10:22. Who do you name as MVP?
No doubt. We have to give it to Young Adult. We're playing so independently as a young adult.
You're right. He ain't no baby, ain't no kid, ain't no child. He ain't even a teenager. He's a young adult. None of this would be possible without a very confident and a mechanically sound jungler. You're right, Vince. I agree. I think Young Adult should get the nod. But just the same, I wouldn't be surprised if it went to someone like Unknown, man. Because Unknown just pulled Again, as you mentioned, the setup of a century. But yes, oh, young adult. He finished at 908.
Wow, this Julian is so reliable when it comes to clearing the enemy camp, getting those skills up. He didn't even dive. So 17 KTA for this guy with a 9.1k gold.
Yep, and again, this is 9.1k at 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
At 10 minutes.
Good items.
Reminds me of my Julian. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Young Adults Julian is better. Young Adults Julian is a force to be reckoned with. In just a bit, we'll see the highlights and we'll see those fancy moves that he laid in. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't so fancy to look at because they happen so fast.
It was so fast. They can like eliminate their opponents at ease. They have the burst capabilities. They have the disables. Just looking at the highlights that we have, all I can say is that AuxZero, they played by the book. They know their objectives well. They know that they need time to farm. You know, Julian knows that he needs to clear up the enemy camp just to cripple down their resources.
I rarely disagree with you, Vince, but this time I'm going to say they didn't.
They didn't
do it by the book. They wrote the book.
They wrote the book.
They wrote the book, man. Everything that happened on the map was dictated by them. Challibee was just following along. They were coloring by the numbers. And it was all AuxZero, man. AuxZero said, this is how we're going to play. This is how it's going to end.
Yeah, and just like that, 10 minutes, Julian gets his items up. But, you know, unknown, actually. Props to this guy. Tigreal, he knows how to set things up. Good ultimate. You're going to be having that follow-up damage. The kicks coming in from the Bruno. Jawhead's damage as well. But, you know, the Julian and the Bruno, the Tigreal combination, you know, I just kind of love this. They can, like, kill the entire team with just the two of them.
It's so good. You're right. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just the two of them. You're right. So now let's consider what could have Challibee done. What was the game plan for Challibee? I think personally they were too all in on the Nathan Eve.
The Nathan Eve, yeah. They just need to at least protect Nathan Eve at all costs. But you know, we see how Challibee played their defenses, right? They know that AuxZero is just too focused on the Tamus. They wasted so much time, but not even touching them. So I think AuxZero knew that, okay, it's not worth it. Let's not force this, but instead, let's just focus on the weakest link, which is Nathan and Eve.
That's right. A lineup that was less mobile, a lineup that was less proactive than what AuxZero brought may have fallen to what Challibee brought. But against AuxZero, against the speed that AuxZero was going, yeah, Challibee couldn't catch up. Challibee couldn't present a threat. I like how Young Adult actually built a Starlium Scythe. In just a bit, I think we will see the full post-game stats, and we'll finally get to the bottom of things, how Young Adult built his Julian, and what might have been the plan been for Challibee. Because I'm also wondering, like, what are they building? What kind of items did they want to go with to maybe get a late-game finish?
Yeah. They need to at least babysit the Hayabusa and of course the Nathan in order for them to prolong to the late game. But, you know, AuxZero has something in mind. They know the capabilities of their lineup during the late game. So let's just make this quick. Let's just make it early. We don't want us to be turned around by Challibee. So, you know, we have the advantage. We end this. That's it.
Yep. They were so confident. They were so hell-bent on finishing right then and there. No questions asked. Congratulations. 10 minutes, all it took. I think that's a record. That's the fastest game so far.
Speed run.
It was a speed run.
Yeah, they're playing speed run, basically. But, you know, of course, you have the advantage. You just want to see the kill. You just need to win quick. And that is what they're after. They don't want any ample time for Challibee to at least farm up. That's the wisest thing to do. We have to end this while we have the steering wheel.
While they're in the driver's seat.
The driver's seat.
Right, it works. I understood. So
I
it works.
Yeah.
Anyways, AuxZero here has a prime potential. I'm excited to see what AuxZero will be doing when they face off against the other semi-finalists so far. Mind you, AuxZero is representing Market and Discovery CCO. There's another team that came through from said site, and that's the Avers.
Oh, the Avers who just recently won their game.
That's right.
With the Jawhead. With Monkey the Luffy.
Mm-hmm. Both of them are Jawhead players, team.
I think go ahead
They
is going to be a
both like-
priority.
They both like go ahead.
Oh.
All right. So with that said, we are just cooking up our post-game stats here. We'll bring it up on screen for y'all, and this will give us a little bit to chew on to figure out exactly why and how AuxZero went so fast. Looking at that Julian by Young Adult. You got a Genius One, Starlium Scythe, Holy Crystal, and Winter Trunch, bro. So that's why he never died.
Winter Trunch, man. Trying to at least hold the damage through. But, it's just Challibee needs more time in order for them to at least finish up their item. So 2 Dominance Eyes, you can see from the Tamos and the Glue. Hayabusa only has the Hunter's Knife, and I think if ever Celebri goes in or has more time, he can like finish his Blade of Despair any moment soon. So it didn't happen because AuxZero just being so cautious. We don't want Hayabusa to scale up and make a comeback for their team.
Yeah, it was such a hard game for Celebri. Even to think, even if he got the Blade of Despair, that might have not even solved much, right? You were going off of the hopes of triggering your Lethal Ignition, but against a lineup that has a Faramis, yeah, I don't think Vibe would have allowed such. Looking at Unknown, again, that winning play from the end of the game there, he was playing very lean, man. He just needed the Dominance Ice and the Radiant Armor. That's it.
Yeah, I can like go in, I can like flicker to set up. I'm not gonna flicker to go off, but I'm gonna make the initiation plays for the team. That is why, man, Unknown. I don't think that he's unknown anymore. He's making his Tigreal very, very known.
Yep. Known by me for sure. I would love to recognize that player from AuxZero. I won't put you on blast, of course, but yes, Unknown, the tank player. Congratulations again, y'all make it over to the semi-finals. And with that said, we're down to our last best of one. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. I hope all team members, all of the folks from TELUS International watching are having a grand time. We have one more best of one coming up, and that's going to be between 285 MS versus Team Tonio. We are going to go on a quick break. His name is Vince. My name is Leo. At your service as always. We'll be right back.
To the arms where you're doing the punches. For the leg part, we do the opposite direction. So first would be left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. So let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left.
Next, we have the cheer move, and this is how we do it. So you have to create an arc starting from your left to your right, and then from your right to your left. Yes. Okay, and then for your feet and legs, you just have to do opposite sides. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you do it 4 times. And then next is, we do it slowly, starting from your left to the right, 4 counts each. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So for the third happy move, we gotta do the fun. So let's start open hands with palm facing down. Let's bring it up for 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's easy. Let's do the feet motion. So we have to start with our right leg. So we just have to continuously stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's do it together. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next move will be fanning up and down of your hands. So when you reach the 4th count, you have to fan up and down. So that's 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the other side, on your left side, so 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do it both. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lastly, I'll show you how to do the joy move. Follow me. With fist closed, wave in front from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to do it for 4 counts. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. For your feet and legs, just do opposite sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it all together. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did you know that Happy Moves was launched in TELUS International Philippines last 2018?
Since work in the office involves a lot of sitting, Happy Moves aims to promote active movements and standing breaks so our team members can avoid sedentary lifestyle.
After doing the Happy Moves, don't forget to cool down.
Our team members, especially in operations, do the Happy Moves twice during their shifts.
So let's do the Happy Moves now.
Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like, share, follow,
and subscribe to our official social media channels.
Hi, I'm Arnold Almanina from Discovery Set. My name is Neil Edwin Alcaparaz from TELUS Araneta. Right.
Harrison Lantoria, McKinley West.
Hi, I am Dave and I am from TELUS Discovery. Spectrum! Spectrum Philippines!
Spectrum Philippines.
Right. Spectrum Philippines. 2015.
What?
Pero, it's 2014. 2014 na po yung unang dali. Okay, ako na ilagay. Oh, as far as I can recall, it was 2014.
2014.
2013? The correct answer is 2014. Share love.
What?
No.
Love.
Love. Correct. Sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression.
Bongga!
Sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression.
SOGI stands for sexual orientation, gender identity, and also gender expression.
First day of employment.
First day of their employment.
Well, so far it's good. They've been aiming for 25,000 participants, but looking at it right now, I think it will be 50,000. It's hot, but it's kind of fun. Well, this is my second time around. My first time was last year, and I can tell that this is something different because I was able to, participate, and hopefully this will last until the end of my employment here in TELUS. At the same time, I hope that other LGBT community plus that are currently employed in TELUS will be encouraged and join for the next Pride March.
Actually, this Pride Parade is a celebration of our gender expression, and it is really experience changing to everyone who is part of LGBTQIA+, and also an engagement to our company.
Yes, also with Pride Parade, of course, I was very excited, and when I experienced it, I was very happy. I was also very happy that I get to experience this with TELUS International Philippines and with my team members. And with TELUS, I am very happy that it's a very open community and it's a very inclusive community. So I know that I am in a good place and it's really happy here.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm going to work. Tag along with me. And we have finally arrived. And guys, if you're wondering who I am, I'm Anley, a TELUS International employee here in the city of Love, Iloilo. And you're going with me today to see how fun and colorful it is in my workplace. So let's go! Let's go inside and experience the #HappyHere culture. Before I start my shift, I make sure to drop by the pantry to grab a meal to make sure that you won't start a day with an empty stomach. Say hi to my vlog, guys! And we have walls here that are hand-painted by our team members, leaders, and visitors to leave a mark here in TELUS. So it's time for me to start my shift, guys. So I'll leave you here since camera is not allowed inside the production floor. So I'll see you in a bit. Oh, you're still here? So it's been a long day, so it's time for me to sweat it out. But before that, let's go to the clinic and have our vitals checked. And we're here at the gym, and here at TELUS, you can definitely work and stay healthy. That was a great workout and I was about to go home, but I don't want to miss the chance to show you the second site here in Iloilo. So welcome to our second site. Let's have a quick game. Let's go to our gaming area. Thank you so much for spending a day with me once again. This is Emily. This is the life of a TELUS employee, and always #HappyHere. Goodbye! See you in my next vlog!
What's up, HappyHere peeps? Reg here. And today, I will be showing you one of the most exciting chapters of my HappyHere work experience in TELUS. So what are you waiting for? Come along! I'm just getting coffee to start of the day, and we have different flavors to choose from. For me, I love mocha because it has just the right amount of coffee and chocolate. My shift is about to start, so Bye guys, I will leave you here with Josh. And that's it. Thank you.
Hey, hi there. My name is Josh and I'm about to take over this vlog. But I am a little bit hungry, so let's go. Join me to the pantries. I just bought myself a hot dog roll for my lunch, and you know what? Aside from delicious delicacies here, one thing that I can be proud of with TELUS International is the events that are happening that we are being invited every time. So come along and let's explore. Thank you. Well, oh, I think I know you. Say hi. Really? Yeah. I think that you were the team member who have referred a lot for me.
Right. Actually, I was able to refer more than 100 team members here in TELUS.
Whoa, that's fantastic. Well, what did you get from it?
Well, last year I was able to buy a house, but this year I was able to buy a car.
Wow, that's fascinating. Well, that's just one of the benefits for being a team member here in TELUS International. But I'm so sorry, I need to cut it short. I need to use the bathroom. So, but before I leave you, let's go ahead and take a groupie. Happy New Year!
One of the reasons why most of us are energetic, motivated, and happy is because TELUS provide us this. Oh, also, you can have your personal coach. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Hey, Kuya.
Employees should have a strong sense.
How you doing? Welcome back. You're watching the TIP MLBB Intersite Tournament, and we're down to our last best of one. At your service, my name is Leo. This right here is Vince G, and all of this is made possible by TELUS International. You're happy here. And it's powered by Dark League Studios, where heroes come to light. Vince, we've already seen 3 teams come to light, and we were looking for one more.
One more in this finals matchup. We've seen Rage Esports dominate the first game. We've seen the Avers manage to at least get their win onto the second game. And the recent winners that we have is AuxZero, who managed to play it flawlessly thanks to the Julian, thanks to Unknown Steve Real. Wow, I mean, I'm going to be looking forward to 285MS and Team Tonio.
You're right. So far in our 3 BO1s today, AuxZero has been a standout. I wonder if Team Tonio and Team 285MS are feeling the pressure, if that's going to encourage them to show up and stand out. They are representing McKinley Exchange and GOVO, respectively, as well as one Grand and Iloilo. Again, this is what I'm here to see, man. The inter-site conflict, the one-upsmanship between these different TELUS International sites.
Well, I can see that these two teams can definitely, have a really, really great fight. But I can feel that 285MS from Iloilo has that strong motivation to win this. Because if ever that they won, probably we're going to at least expect them on the semifinals next week.
You're right. And they need representation in the semis. Because if Team Tonio wins this, all of the sites are sites in Metro Manila, specifically sites in Taguig City. So that seems to be where the hub of MLBB greatness relies. Because I'm from Taguig. All right, jokes aside, let's get into the draft. Here we go, 285 MS on the play. Team Tonio answering back. All right, so again, we know that Uranus is super important, super key. We know that junglers are a big priority. They have a huge target on their back. What do you think 285 is going to do?
Uranus is one of those key heroes. Definitely making sure that the XP lane will be taken care of. One of the key heroes that made them win games. But on the previous matchup that we have up against Challibee and AuxZero, we didn't even see our Uranus. We didn't even have them think or prioritize this Uranus pick, but more of like, how do we end this week? Because if you have the Uranus, that means you have a lot of time for your team to at least absorb and sustain all those damage that is coming in from your opponent. But we can see that AuxZero, they went in for speed. So are they gonna do the same thing? Are they gonna go for speed, or are they gonna be investing towards the long run?
You're right. The teams that have won so far are teams that were able to be aggressive when they needed to be. So by picking off the Novaria, you're able to set that ramp up. By banning out the Atlas, you can do that too. Deny counter engages. And it's the same principle with the Fanny, which now makes the Ling important. I wonder if 285 or Team Tonio have the Ling. No!
Oh!
Jammy, no!
Yes! Zilong!
Oh, no, they're just hovering.
Okay. Okay, what if we see a Zilong come to life here?
At a first pick, too.
At the first pick?
No.
Well, I'm gonna be so excited. I'm gonna be, seeing a Zilong. Probably XP lane Zilong.
I don't know, man. If that does happen, I would be convinced that maybe 285 MS are playing at 285 MS and they just couldn't click out of the Zilong and they were just trolling. Yeah.
But they went and secured that Eve because Eve has that greater impact.
Which is okay. Eve is solid.
No, okay. So they are just setting aside the Zilong. We just want the Eve. We just want the AoE control. But, okay. Tonio, G, and Neko. Okay. Tonio. Beat the team Tonio here. Okay. Covering the crew. Covering the Nathan. Okay. We've seen these two heroes being utilized by the Challibee earlier on. But that blue specifically turns out to be a wrong blue.
Yeah, it didn't really come to fruition. Not the results that Challibee were looking for. I wonder if Team Tonio can make it work. They have locked it in. And the answer coming in from 285 MS. Here's a big hero that is actually in demand right now. The Melissa and as well the Yuzhong. I like it. The Yuzhong will be looking and hunting for that Nathan.
Yes. Actually, that is a good XP laner. Yuzhong can easily targets the back line, especially if they got some AoE heroes or AoE heroes like, for example, Eve. They can catch the Eve easily, or probably in that case, they can easily catch up the Nathan with the Black Dragon form. Melissa, one of those marksmen that is in demand in the meta right now. We can see how painful this Melissa scales up until the late game, but they need to create more space. But they have the Lancelot, so that means we're going to be expecting a lot of bullying coming in from Lorden's Lancelot towards the Melissa.
Yeah, it's a faster jungler. I can confirm that they will go quick. Going to the bans, it's the Kufra and the Kagra. And just as quickly, Team Tonio back on the pick. I believe they should invest in a good mid laner. The far side is still open, so they need someone to burst down the Melissa. But no, they're going to lock in the Aksha first. I mean, there's no rush. There's already a mid laner for 285 MS. What is missing for 285? A jungler and a roamer.
Jungler and roam. Actually, that can come on far to Pasha, can initiate team fights, can go in for the pickup. Actually, initiation-wise, they have the Yuzhong. But they have to at least get more heroes to keep them up into place. They have to... Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, the Florin is not banned. So this could be an SS, could be a Florin.
But yeah, they went in for the Estes. So, Estes keep giving those heroes the heal that they need. They prolonging their life. So they have the sustain.
But Vince, as good as this is, right? As good as this is, you have two heroes you're not healing. You're not healing the Yuzhong, you're not healing the Ling. They're too forward. They're too hyperactive. You're only really healing the Melissa and the Eve. And now Team Tonio answers back. They respect the damage. So they pick up the Lo Yi.
Lu Yi.
She's gonna burst the Eve. Or rather, she's gonna burst the Melissa and the Estes.
Yeah. You know that Lu Yi has that a lot of magical damage. You can like Lu Yi can easily set up a really good gank, a really good reposition when it comes to at least surprising their opponent. So they have to protect Melissa, they have to protect Eve, because once that Lu Yi got his ult, then we're gonna be seeing a lot of gnomes coming in from Basha and of course the Lu Yi. But not to mention Lancelot can get like full stuff farming.
Yep, so that's what we're expecting here. That it's the Baksha as the roamer and then XP glue. And yeah, can confirm that's what's happening here. Let's get into the game. This is a best of one between 285 MS and Team Tonio. Starting in the orange so that he can quickly rotate interesting maneuvers from Team Tonio. You see that leash by the Baksha so that the Lancelot can actually catch up. So Neko and I Am Nowhere are working hand in hand.
Yeah, just like that, they like easily get those buffs for the Lancelot. Basha just doing all those damage. We all know that Basha is one of those popular utility jungle heroes because he can like clear the minion waves. And just by doing that, he just helps the Lancelot scale up, and then we can see that Lancelot can easily go us up to level 4.
And you're right, Tak is actually catching up. So again, despite the Ling being more mobile than the Lancelot in that matchup, Team Tonio's map presence is just unmatched. I'm loving it. Look, they're even able to invade. They're taking a small camp.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for the Melissa because Melissa can like find himself being cornered. But okay, Melissa just caught me of the situation. Just have to invade the camp and let's go towards the mid.
Oh, forcing out a flicker already spent by Miki. All right, this is tough. Vince, I have to say, even without any kills, even without any major movement, Team Tonio is ahead. And now, oh, they catch one.
Wow, look at Ling. He's just trying to at least get, or you know, putting Yuzong into the place with the first blood. But they're not stopping. They're overextending, running low. Nathan is not gonna survive versus the Estes.
Oh, wow. They sent a 2-man kill squad up top. I wonder. Oh, he sees that the turtle less than half health now.
Wow, look at the patience coming from the Ling, but what Team Tonio is just trying to at least make sure that the Ling won't get that retribution. But look at Lancelot, okay? We need to get that. We need to make sure that Ling is just gonna waste his time just by jumping out all through walls to still get the objective he wants.
Yep, Aoi's death was not in vain. They tried to make up for it via that major objective take, and Team Tonio back in the driver's seat. They're in the lead. Let's see, where is this diversion going? Ooh.
Like, let's see how they are forcing that Estes to go back. Melissa and Estes, two of the best bodies that we have on the gold lane. Just trying to protect the gold lane because they need Melissa to farm all the items that he needs. Estes just needs to make sure that he's not gonna fall down that easy.
That's right. It's gonna be a long road for Issa Jules 217 to actually get into a position where it matters, where the heal on the Estes, where Mavilicious Kun can actually just say, you know what? Press the Inspire. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna fight now. Wait. Oh, look at this invade.
Wow, look at the damage. Okay, we're revelation has casted. Neko gets Mickey. But who is gonna be up next? Now Ling is gonna run for his life. Look at Basha overextending. Okay, this is a safe space for me to go and recall myself towards the thing. Now what they need, they got so much space. Melissa now in deep trouble. You can't go anywhere, but I can escape. Look at how they are committed into chasing down this Melissa. They just need the space, okay? So we have to reset.
Alright. That's still a win, I think. The fact that Team Tonio cut their losses and did not overextend and maybe even got punished and got killed is a good thing. So yeah, this 500 gold lead they're looking at is something that they can work for, and the fact that they're scoring turtles and calling shots on the map and saying, hey, you can move here, you can stay here if you want, but we'll push our advantage is good so far. 285 MS, I'm looking for them to make a big play. I'm not sure what's going to come from, though, if it's in top lane or elsewhere. Because I can say for sure, Issa Jules 217 isn't ready yet.
I think they need more time to at least prepare the tools to get into that fight. We can see that Team Tonio is just using every bit of aggression that they can just to pull it down the Melissa. They're just leaving the XP lane assist. They are rotating towards the mid. They're rotating towards the top because that is the easy target. And the midpoint of it all, they have the turtle. And the steal from Taka. Latu time.
Oh, wow. Who'd have thunk in the first turtle take, Taka just had to watch, but now he's taking these big objectives. Now to 85 MS. That must have built some confidence, right?
Yeah. All I can say, don't let, or for Team Tonio, don't let it over your head. It's just like a latu, playing all over, taka, getting that turtle. They need to get back into the game.
They got distracted. They were like, oh, we're in the clear lead. There's no way. Oh, you took it!
It took it, man. Like a total distraction. Just Ling is just being a thief. Just like a, like making sure that, okay, how many of you from Team Tonio is making a damage, and just like that, I'm just gonna jump all over the walls, making sure that the retribution will be coming from me.
All right, looking at how close this is, can I just say, Beans, and all of the team members watching, everyone from TELUS International PH, this is the closest game we've had. And how perfect is it? It's gonna have to come right at the end of our broadcast, the last best of one. Here we go. They spot him. Are they gonna commit?
Okay, that's a good engagement. Estes just trying to utilize himself up. Rejuvenation is not enough to burst down the Estes because he got heals and they're playing under the turret. No? So look at Basha, still looking for that potential bush recall from the Estes, but he's not gonna go home. But on the mid side, Mickey gets that Basha. You're not gonna roll in. You went in from top. You go on to mid, but you're not gonna make it through.
I am nowhere gets punished there. And all this while, that's actually Hygiene. Just taking that bottom lane inhibitor. Oh wait, what? They pop Issa Jules 217!
Oh my, look at how even this game is. These two teams knows their stuff. They're not overextending, they're not overengaging. Faker has been used. Ling is just there to do the cleanup. Taka from the Ling as well. 3-3, 1-for-1 exchange, and they are looking for more. Now, Lancelot running low, but Mickey will be bursting him, making sure that this world is real for you.
Oh, because of that, Turtle had to be reset, but they do get a kill onto Mavilicious Kun. Team Tonio, as messy as it is, are still finding exchanges. But I think, deep inside, I know that there's something bothering them. They haven't given Issa Jules 217 as much. They really tried to pressure this gold laner, this Melissa, since minute 1, and there really wasn't much they're finding. So now, I think 285 MS are still in good shape. I think Team 85 MS, if this continues up until the 10-12 minute mark, I think they're in control.
Well, I'm going to expect that we are going to be having a long game because both of these players, both of these teams, you're not losing any pool. They are trying to at least get one, tries to pay back with 1-0, but look at how Lancelot trying to dash in towards the Yuzong, but Black Dragon form will somehow save him. I'm not gonna reposition myself, I'm just gonna be clearing out the lanes instead.
Yep, they forced the old Hygiene, but Hygiene is more than happy to oblige, stay in the lane, and go on a man-to-man defense against Lorden. Speaking of, Lord has already spawned here, 8 minutes, 45 seconds in. No one going for the pull. Looking at the items, it's damage build for this jungler Lancelot on Neko. On V1, here comes
But, you know, we can see the damage or sustain coming in from the two. Tries to at least drag the Yuzong into his place. But are we gonna see some Black Dragon form? Anytime soon, Yuzong is gonna take the fall because they need 4 just to shut him down. Kaijin, nowhere to go, but they are busy taking the bigger objective, which is the Lord.
That's so worth it! Giving Kaijin over for a Lord take? 285 MS, more like 285 IQ. 9 minutes and a half in, huge win.
Huge win. They got what's more important, okay? Focus on the Yuzong. But we're gonna focus on the Lord. Even Stevens, but no. It seems like 285 MS now has that lead. Now they have to utilize on the Lord just to distract Team Tonio into prioritizing who are they gonna pick off first.
Alright, I had to double check. Yes, 285 IQ is pretty high. That's more than genius level. Alright, so now 10 minutes in, Lord spawned down bottom lane, and Lorden is left to defend against this Lord 1v1 because Team Tonio, they now understand and they respect that 285 MS. They're making calls, they're making rotations, they're making moves across the map that we have to respect. This isn't the same 285 MS from about 5 minutes ago that just stole a turtle from us. They're actually in control now.
They are in control, but it seems like Team Tonio is just focusing on that Lord. They need to at least clear the Lord before it touches the turret towards the bot lane, but it leaves so much space for the 285 MS just to take the first turret at mid, and just like that, even the dives are just coming through. Mickey burst down, but Attack went too deep.
Yep, they traded, and now the fight breaks out!
And they are not stopping though. Real Revelation has been casted as well just to deal a lot of damage. And Team Tonio, we can see the perseverance. Look at Neko, the Lancelot, trying to at least defend their territory from the 285 MS now. The driver's seat has been pushed back. 285 now playing defensive because they lost 3.
Alright. That's a pretty interesting interaction. In a while, I haven't seen really Melissa put up models and cuddles against the glue. Did you see how many threads there were? But yes, I'm wondering, why was Issa Jules 217 not ready just yet? Because there was a perfect deal set up, and there was so much free targets for them to attack at. I'm wondering, what items does Issa Jules 217 have built? Can confirm there already is a Wind of Nature, and Hu Aoi. This is what's bothering me, Vince. Due to recent changes to Nathan, is it right to build a Sea Halberd, which is the attack item that stops healing? Or should you have built the Necklace of Durans, which is the magic item, right? Ah, man, it's up to Hu Aoi.
Well,
should
Hu
be
Aoi,
enough.
probably he wants to get physical. Sea Halberd is trying to or you can like go, Durans as well together with the Sea Halberd, but I don't know if ever that he's gonna try to at least utilize that. He has that feather actually to increase his attack speed, especially that's what Nathan needs. But we can see that Tak was trying to at least distract Tonio. Focus on this guy, focus on the link because he's trying to be more and more distracting. But on the bottom side, 285 MS is just picking up on 2 heroes, which is 2, and of course this Louis.
And so far, the fact that 285 MS, they have 2 modes, right? They can just say, this is where we stay, this is where we fight. Or if you're the Ling, I'm out of here. If you're Kaijin, if you're the Yuzhong, I'm out of here. Allows for these fights to not break out, not when neither team is ready quite yet. So even if it's 285 MS winning these fights, Team Tonio is farming up much better. And now Lorden's gonna go. Lorden's gotta go though! What?
Okay, the Nathan managed to get the kill, but Neko with the follow-up. Okay, this is not gonna look good for 285 MS. 3 remaining heroes, but the Basha now trying to run for his life. Melissa just aims for the physical attack. I am nowhere to be found on this map. 2-for-2 exchange, but look at the Nathan playing objectively, taking down the top turret.
Oh man, Hu Aoi almost single-handedly buying back this mid-game for his team. And yes, can confirm, Sea Halberd is pretty good still on Nathan. And he goes for the hybrid build. He goes ahead and gets the Wind of Nature. I love it. He still does get a bit of a attack boost via physical attack items, not just magic. So, off of the back of Nathan alone, off of the back of Hu Aoi, I think Team Tonio can actually get this in the bag. Now, 14 minutes in, they scored a Lord of their own.
They are investing in the potential of this Nathan. Hu Aoi actually getting the item that he really needs. We can see how, we can feel already that Hu Aoi is just becoming more and more painful, and 285 MS is just playing carefully right now. They have the advantage towards the early game, but we're going towards the 15-minute mark. The longest game that we have here, because these two teams actually are not even giving up.
Nope, they're so evenly matched. They always try to see the cracks in their opponent's plans, the margin of error. They're able to extend it, dilate it, and then close it back up when it gets too large. And right now, Team Tonio syncing up the waves, top, mid, and bottom all crashing simultaneously in. But it looks like 285 MS is gonna have their way. Lord's not even gonna.
Blue team turret has been
Wow.
destroyed.
It's going to be a cleanup for Tonio. They're just eliminating the turret, whatever they can. But what is that? Look at that, the pickups are there. Now, who is going to be the target? He went too deep on that one. Who? Ahoy! He managed to at least put him out of his misery. Buying them more time. They get 2 kills. Now 285 MS can slightly return the favor, taking their turrets back.
Something tells me that's okay. Something tells me that's an alright trade, especially if Team Tonio don't lose a turret on the clapback. Because they actually penetrated bottom lane. That's permanent damage that 285 MS have to deal with constantly. Given, yes, they do have a Ling, they can afford it. But just the same, the wave is going to be much, much worse. The wave down bottom is going to be much, much fatter.
Oh,
and now
no.
Lorden looking for a bite.
Managed to use the split just not to keep himself up. But look at the backup coming from Team Tonio. They are giving everything that they can in order for them to drive 285 MS away. They need to reset this, but Yuzong was left in the bottom, dealing with the bottom turret, and now it's all up to the inhibitors.
There's still a turret in mid and top for Team Tonio. So that means that's good on accounts of map control. On accounts of, yeah, there is a Ling over there, but this will allow us to buy a little more time, especially with this next Lord coming up into 20 seconds. Team Tonio is in the best shape they've ever been ever since that small lead in the early game. Now, something to consider. We haven't really seen much, Vince. We haven't really seen much of an amazing diversion play from Arkisha Yang. When is that going to come in? Where? What angle does 285 MS allow?
Yeah. Ultimate setup coming in for Arkisha Yang. I'm just waiting for the right moment, but the Lord is going to be the focus of these two teams. 285, Team Tonio, who is gonna get the Lord. Now, Team Tonio tries to drive 285 MS away. Look at the damage that they are dealing. Black Dragon form has been casted, ladies and gentlemen. And the immortality from the Estes has been popped. Turret, the minions are just busy trying to at least prove that they can push without the heroes. Tak gets Lorden, even though it is split. Now Team Tonio going back. The Lord being disregarded. Team Tonio, they have the space already, but 285 pushed them back.
That's unfortunate, mate. The fact that Lorden died because he had to cross right through the turret. If only he survived, maybe Team Tonio could have had a go on this turtle, on this Lord. Gets punished.
Okay, now this is starting to get interesting for 285 MS and Team Tonio. They are trying to exchange blows after blows, but we can still feel that Melissa is still there doing a lot of damage. Now Team Tonio crumbling one by one, immortality being popped. Huawei now not surviving with that, but the base is wide open. Okay, the minions are just trying to at least come in to their base uninvited.
I was gonna say, Team Tonio was coming off the hinges. The fact that Team Tonio's last team fight over the past 2 minutes was just pure chaos, I thought that was just because they were playing just for the sake of it. But no, Vince, it all makes sense now. They were trying to bait 285 MS to let that wave crash in. 285 MS, if that wave just stayed for maybe 20-30 seconds longer and they did not recall back home, would have been done.
Gonna be the minions game. I'm gonna be calling the MVP. Minions is gonna get the job done, but 285 MS now having that advantage. Team Tonio, they need to defend hard. They need to distract 285 MS because all that they can do is to wait for the Lord to at least crash onto their base and push, open up the base for Team Tonio, but the base is wide open. They are trying to at least balance the minion wave. Lord is not gonna make it any longer, but 285 MS has the advantage, the upper lead in this game.
Yeah, as long as Huawei stands, 285 MS ain't coming in at Team Tonyo's base. That's the principle. That's the law. That's how it's going to go. If Team Tonyo has any say in it and Huawei is alive, 285 MS has to stay outside. Now, they've cracked both tier 2 turrets, alright? It's just the inhibitors left for Team Tonyo. I'm looking at this Lord, man. The next Lord, a minute in. This has to be it. If 285 MS scores this, and if they're able to weave in a fight again, just like that last one, it's over. But if Team Tonyo, man, still looking for that diversion play.
Yeah, I was about to say that I'm gonna be expecting when the Lord comes in, they're gonna be baiting 285 MS to fight. Getting the Lord, distracting them, and then this is where Artesia Young comes into play, bringing the entire team or 2 or 3 damage dealers just to at least go in for that reposition and then go in for the steal for the base.
Yes. If they can reposition and put the diversion in between this orange side buff and then across the purple buff bush of 285 MS, that could be the catch, but it's easier said than done, folks. It's easier said than done. Team Tonyo have that gambit at least. Staring down a 3k gold lead, and of course, just the massive map advantage that 285 has. I think we've laid out what Team Tonyo can do. Team Tonyo has that to rely on, but 285, look at this. They're so cheeky, Vince. They're so cheeky. They're pushing bottom.
They're trying to at least divert or push back the minion wave coming in from Team Tonyo. Look at Yuzong. He's not even joining the Lord. He can like easily get there as fast as he could. But what's more important is that Team Tonyo doesn't have the minion wave to at least break towards their base. But here comes the initiation. This Ling probably making his escape out. They're just trying to at least play mind games with each other. Defense after defense. Who is gonna break through?
Looking at Issa Jules 217's build. Soon enough, they're gonna sell them boots and then just go full on damage. But for Huawei, I'm expecting the same thing. Mana boots has to go because you're gonna need that little bit of extra damage, that oomph, to actually cross a threshold and maybe defend if you need to, or even win engages and exchanges. And it looks like it's out of the question for Artesia Young to actually relocate with the diversion, man. They're not trying to set it up.
It's gonna be hard. They need to find that opening. They are trying to at least play their defensive side because 285 MS is just very, very aware of the potential that Team Tonyo can easily divert their attention and then go in for the steal. But they need the Lord. Actually, they need the Lord in order for them to break through the defense of Team Tonyo and get that win. Attack. Okay, we need this Lord. We need to at least open up their base and then win this finally. 22 minutes mark.
All right, here's what's going on, Arnold. Let me tell you, man. Let me lay it down real with you.
Thank you.
The fact that a diversion play from Artesia Young isn't coming out is because 285 MS are so good at checking bushes. They're so good at sending over, whether it be Kaijin, whether it be Tata Attack, or even Marvelous Mavilicious Spoon. They'll actually just throw out a skill and say, all right, they're not here, they're not there. They can't have set up the diversion. That's what they did right there. See, that's what they did. So they're just respecting Artesia Young's potential. And that's why Team Tonyo are now trapped inside their base.
Look at how they respect or how they are being very, very careful of Artesia Young's skin. But oh my, look at the damage being dealt, split out. This blue right here needs to go back to base to sustain his health.
That's what's scary. He's already inside base.
Inside their base actually to regenerate.
Wow.
But look at reposition. Louis tries to deal a lot of damage. And Artesia Young is not losing any size of hope. I can still deal massive damage, magical damage to keep 285 from coming inside our base. But 285 needs to force their way in. They have the S to sustain. They have Takatakatak's annoyance as the Ling to at least burst down at least one hero from Team Tonyo.
Here we go again. Another successful defense by Team Tonyo. Despite having 3 Lords, 285 MS still can't crack the base. So this gives me hope, man. This gives all of those team members from McKinley Exchange and GOVO that maybe Team Tonyo can clap back.
They still can actually. Actually, they can like wait for that right opportunity for a mistake of one. They can like easily target Melissa because he doesn't have the immortality, but they have to watch out for SS2. They have the sustain, keep them longer. They have the slowing capability as to at least keep Tonio out of the zone actually, and it's gonna be hard for Arkisha Yang to at least do his magic, dealing a lot of magical damage.
Yep, it's tit for tat. Whatever Arkisha Yang throws out, Marvelous Spoon can actually just heal up. So now the real question is, where will this standstill end? Where will break even turn into a clear advantage for one of these teams? Someone's gonna slip up, and it's a matter of attrition. It's a matter of patience. If somebody gets impatient and says, I want to end it now, that's where you lose. So I'm loving it. The focus and the commitment that these two teams are saying, no, we can still get that next Lord, we can still win, we can still defend. It's unbelievable. Oh, they commit a flicker though.
No. Look at Blue trying to at least buy some time, split, but look at how the Sling trying to at least distract them. The Lord is now up, ladies and gentlemen, but the Blue being the time delay for Team Tonio. He still has the immortality though, so he's just gonna distract 285 MS, but where exactly is Team Tonio? Okay, they got Lord and finally, but it's a 4v5 situation. Inflation coming in from the Black Dragon form. Renewable Inflation has been casted. Even Ling pops his ult just to make sure that he's gonna deal a lot of damage. But the Nathan is just making sure that the base is guarded at all. Kaijin gets the spot onto Arkisha Yang, and Kaijin gets a double because I am nowhere to be found. And finally, 285, I can say, they can win already.
That's right. Kudos to Team Tonio. They pulled out what we've been calling for the past 10, 15 minutes. Where's the diversion play? But it was just Arkisha who sent themselves all the way back into that orange buff bush and was hunted down anyways by Kaijin, which resulted in this 3 for none. And because of that, it's what, 30, 40 seconds until Team Tonio is a complete 5-man stack to defend. And there's a Lord coming in 10 seconds. This is dangerous, Beans.
This is very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. They can like easily break the middle turret. The inhibitor turret needs to go. It seems like 285 MS is just trying to at least break the boundaries, getting closer to Team Tonio. But are they gonna still wait for the perfect opportunity? Okay, the patience is there. They're not forcing it in. 3 members now. So, okay, 3 members trying to at least defend it. Dragon form trying to pick up the potential target for 285 MS. Where is the minion? Okay, they still have the wagon. They can end this. But no! Team Tonio trying to at least hold on to their face, but 285 Perseverance wins the game.
The body count underneath the base of Team Tonio hit a critical mass. There was just way too many minions, way too many opposing heroes that they couldn't do both, clear and defend. So with that, we have a winner. Congratulations to Team 285 MS. Team Tonio, representing McKinley Exchange and GOVO, will not be moving forward. Wow! Finally, a rep from
Iloilo.
That's right. One Grand and Iloilo. This is your pride. 285 MS. Let's go!
Are we gonna see teams from Iloilo fly their way in and play here?
Well, it looks like because of the TIP MLBB Intersite Tournament, the answer is yes.
They earned their ticket towards the semifinals next week. But, man, this is the longest game that we had today. It seems like, all I can say is the 285 and Team Tonio, they know how to play patiently. They know how to outsmart their opponents, but 285 just broke or penetrate towards the tough defense that Team Tonio sets up.
Yep, Team Tonio was defending very well the past... I lost track. 2 or 3 Lords. There you go. Fair enough. 2 or 3 Lords only because they had both Arkisha and Hu Aoi both at the same time. Those two are wave-clearing machines, the Nathan and the Lo Yi. But without one or the other, if it's just one of them, it's not enough. That's why eventually 285 MS, after that 3-0 exchange near the Lord, that's why they were able to break in. And that's what allowed for this critical mass of waves to overload Team Tonio and give 285 MS the victor. Now, if we're naming MVPs, who might it be? Everyone from 285 MS played out of their minds.
It's really hard to spot on MVP on that one because everyone contributed into their team's win. And it seems like it's gonna be decided on who did it better. We've seen the Ling being so persistent into distracting them, bursting out their opponents. Okay, catch me if you can. But
Yeah.
it's really hard to catch a slithery Lancelot or Ling.
Yeah, something tells me it's Miki, man. Something tells me I agree with you. It's the Ling.
Oh,
but
it's
no, it's
Kaijin.
Kaijin. All right. As fair as it is to say that the map was controlled by Miki, it was Kaijin who was controlling the fights. This Yu Zhong missed nothing. This Yu Zhong was aware of even where the diversion play from Arkisha Yang
Oh,
came.
yeah. Yeah, and that means that Arkisha Yang cannot use his ultimate because he's regularly checking those pushes. And that Yuzong coming in from Kaijin, he initiated very, very well. He knows who to spot. He knows who to disable. Probably get the Nathan first. And that, Kaijin deserves that MVP. And, that's a really, really critical XP lane face-up up against the blue. But
Correct.
Kaijin just managed to at least dominate the lane.
Yeah. Kudos where it's needed. Lorden did play best he could, but what Kaijin did, that was twice what Lorden was doing. He was not just a stain, but he was also a very respectable source of damage for 285 MS. Here we'll be watching the highlights. Again, it's a relatively long match, so expect for there to be a lot of moments. But the story of the early game is, oddly enough, looking back, it was Team Tonio who was in control.
They're just rallying up non-stop, changing those skills. With the power coming in from the Lancelot and the Nathan, they can dictate the early game. They are just trying to push 285 MS away. They are even bullying the gold lane. Melissa can even perform. He needs TS in order for him to last long in the lane. But the investments are just worth it because we can feel Melissa late game. We can feel the real manipulation coming in from the Eve. And just like that, Yu Zhong just stands out because he just starts the fight for their team.
That's right. And looking back again, as we scale into the mid game here in the highlights, Kaijin was contributing at every single phase. This Yu Zhong was never off. He never needed items. He never needed good positioning. Regardless of where 285 MS said, we need you, Kaijin. He was there.
Yeah. You need that kind of friend who is always there for you guys. So Kaijin is that kind of friend who checks out the bushes regularly, attempting to at least distract or spots that Luo Yi. So Arkisha Yang being out of the game, now they have the tempo actually in order for them to fight back. So the turtle, just like that, 8-minute mark, it was very, very hard contested for both of these teams.
Yeah. See, look, every clip you play, Kaijin is doing something. Kaijin is doing something that contributes to the game plan of 285 MS. The moments here that he may have been close to dying or actually fell was buying time. That was the Kaijin trade for the Lord. That was all the more worth it.
Okay, I'm willing to give up my life just for you guys to at least take over or take control over the Lord. And it was a worthy investment for 285 MS. And that is where they started to at least come on for resisting the push that is coming through for the side of Team Tonio.
Yes.
They even broke the bottom lane, the bottom inhibitor. And I'm just gonna wait for Arkisha Yang to at least make a diversion play out of it. But, 285 MS, they are playing it smart. They got the advantage though. They are trying to even up the space that they have. And then slowly but surely going towards the late game mark, we have invested too much on the Yu Zhong.
Yep, this is where the fork in the road happens. This is the switch up from the mid game. 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Can confirm 285 MS were in control. They were the ones calling the shots. And eventually, when we cross the 20-minute mark, all the more 285 MS all the way. We'll be showing you guys the post-game stats so we can see the item builds here.
There you go.
And, yeah, just under 30 minutes. 27-12 all in. It's 285 MS who won. Let's see, what are they building? Yeah, they kept their boots. Except for the Eve.
Eve, yeah. I need no shoes because I can float. I'm not gonna get my feet dirty. I just need these items to keep me longer. Breastplate, immortality,
Mickey.
balance actually.
That's the one, Mickey. That's right. Taka is the Ling. That's right. So yeah, Mickey just said, I've had it. No more. I need the immortality. Everything else is secondary. I don't need boots.
I don't need boost. I can float. But seeing 285 MS dominates this game, it was a long-term investment. Almost 30 minutes. They know how to open up. And then Kaijin, actually each and every one of them, they all have immortalities on their inventories because they don't want to die. And if they die, it's gonna be, a do or die game. Hit or miss.
Yep, that's just how late games go. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the last best of one of today. And that's our last semi-finalist moving on forward. Once more, representing one Grand and Iloilo, 285 MS with a 27-minute victory over Team Tonio. Uratang, man, we saved the best for last.
Actually, I agree because the first 3 matches that we have is either one-sided or probably a fast game. But, these two teams, 285 and Team Tonio, prop them for giving us a really, really close fight. Rallying each other in terms of kills. But, one has to go. This is the pain of witnessing a bracket match. Even though that these guys are good, but if they are facing up against each other, one needs to proceed and one has to go.
Yep, as much as we'd like to have everyone happy here, this is still a competition. It's in the name, right? Tournament. And we want to find not the good ones, not the great ones. We want to find the best. And we're going to get to that next week. Again, thank you so much for joining us today, for spending this weekend with us. We'll see you next week because that's where we crown our winner and that's where we announce our raffle winners as well. Not just them competing, but you watching at home. You can take home a gaming phone, a gaming chair, gaming headsets. Make sure you follow the instructions on how to get your entries in. As well, we would like to thank TELUS International for making this possible. Stay happy here. And as well, Dark League Studios for powering this whole event. This is where heroes come to light. Before we wrap this up, Vince, any last words?
Well, for me, congratulations to this quarterfinalist for just, making it here because this is the perfect opportunity for you guys to prove your worth, and you really did. And now we are now down to the final 4. And I'm going to be expecting that there is going to be a harder competition next week. And thank you so much for each and everyone for tuning with us with Leo Gaming. So, and that's it for me.
That's it. Wow. All right. Well, to all of the team members watching and everyone else joining us from wherever, whenever around the world, thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be at your service. Again, that's been it for today's broadcast of the TIP MLBB Inter-Site Tournament. Y'all have a great day. We're going to be calling it off on behalf of Direk Raniel, Direk Chester, and everyone in the back. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Double kill! Triple kill! Maniac! Savage!
Good morning. I'm going to work. Tag along with me. And we have finally arrived. And guys, if you're wondering who I am, I'm Anley, a TELUS International employee here in the city of Love, Iloilo. And you're going with me today to see how fun and colorful it is in my workplace. So let's go!